Alright, once more I awaken. And once more we return to the bizarre world of games which I may or may not have beaten in the past, but which I seek to follow through with, even though they probably have held onto my attention for a bit longer than I expected they would. In the case of this one, only a very small fraction of those qualifiers actually applies. It might be the other way around, actually. It might be that most of those qualifiers actually apply. But no, I see. Well, I say awaken, even though it's actually quite evident that I have been awakened for quite some time now. And I just merely need to... This is null moon, this is null moon. And gotta tell you one song from this playlist, which I'm not even sure I will ever be able to remember clearly, is the one called Your Rain. I don't even think that's from Silent Hill 2 or 1. I think that's from 4. Yes. Actually, yeah, it's right after this. If I look at the playlist in order in this iTunes thing, then it's actually literally right after this one, but it's randomized right now, so... Very doubtful that I actually will play right after this one. But hey, also, speaking of this playlist, I did end up adding a handful of tracks to it today before the start of the stream, so... Should go on for about close to 4 hours now. But hey, speaking of music, speaking of video game music, and speaking of the source for this particular playlist, I think it's high time that I went on to... Well, high time, I say, as if there was any real kind of sense of urgency. I guess what I should do first is just say hello as usual to whosoever may be receiving this message. Hello, default. Oh no, it's already that time again. It's time to return to the bizarro world of Elder Scrolls, or at least what little of it I've actually managed to experience for myself. Apparently quite a bit more. Actually, hold on a minute, what? Is this thing not randomized? Because it literally is playing Your Rain right now, right after that track. Holy shit. I think it is randomized, because if it were in order, the track that would have played before Null Moon would have been from Earthworm Jim. I'm pretty sure that's not the one that played, right? Yeah, because freaking the first one that played in this whole shuffle cycle was Tekken 3, I think. Oh, there you go. I guess I could possibly just try to figure out what the name of this song is if I hear it again from the lyrics, but hold on. You know, I think we'll come back to this song. I'm gonna actually fade it out for the time being, just so I can transition on to this next thing, which is actually going onto this screen, and yeah, there we go. I switched the Fontificator thing back to the Elder Scrolls skin, which I guess I can reuse if I ever do play another Elder Scrolls game on stream, which is a very strong possibility at this point, but actually considering how there's 2 Elder Scrolls games in the chase, which is basically the source for the big quote-unquote marathon that I want to do soonish, and Morrowind is not one of them. I'm pretty sure Elder Scrolls in the chase is just Oblivion and Skyrim. Let me check. I guess it would not be under, maybe under T for the... Yeah, Elder Scrolls 4, Oblivion, and 5, Skyrim. So I might very well get to those, but for the time being, what I'm going to do is what I have been doing for quite a long time now. Probably longer than I even realize. I know I had heard this term fabricant before, but couldn't remember where. Oh, hello, Crowley, but yes. I mean, fabricant as a term probably isn't exclusive to Morrowind, but that is in fact relating to... you know, the expansion, the first expansion for Morrowind. It's actually kind of ironic, because according to the definition of that, which does line up if you say it like a variation of that in a different language, it's more referring to someone who creates something like the one that actually does the manufacturing rather than the whatever it is that gets manufactured. So it's the active one rather than the passive one. Even though that's pretty much the opposite of what that means within the context of Morrowind, but no, what I'm gonna be doing right now, if I can scroll through all these tabs and find like the correct thing to focus on, is to find this YouTube tab, and there we go, go into this playlist and find the controls for the first video that I clicked on there, which was apparently from Doom 1, even though I don't think I actually remember this music at all. Of course, it has been quite a while since I actually played through Doom 1, but I don't know, for some reason this doesn't particularly evoke any strong memories. I guess that would be potentially a problem, since apparently the reason that this song is in the playlist at all, this video is in the playlist at all, is because this song must have come up during the last episode of this thing, but anyhow. Fabricants are the manufactured monsters in Tribunal, yes, I believe we'll be seeing a little bit more of them in just a minute, but first I'm gonna be doing this thing that I usually do at the start of every stream now, which is to, let me make this visible, here we go. Play 5 random tracks from this playlist, which draws from a rather hefty database, and try to figure out what they are. I may or may not be able to tell what they are, but I will let each of them play for about a minute and then check to see what their identity is. I believe the first one, yeah, I can barely hear it, but it's playing now. I'll use the Doom song that you were hearing a second ago as a benchmark for that, but now here's the actual real first part of that, which I certainly don't recognize, but just based on the sudden onset of, like, overdriven guitar, I would guess either Guilty Gear or BlazBlue. Let me remind myself real quick, there's like 2 Guilty Gear games in the database for this, right? Yeah, XX and XR Design, but as far as BlazBlue, I think only one of those is in right now. It's Calamity Trigger, yeah. I don't know if it's been a minute, I failed to keep count, but I just looked over at the tab and this song is under a minute, but yeah, apparently that was Guilty Gear XX. Apparently I don't know if feedback is part of the game title in this context or if it's part of the song title, but it says feedback opening theme. Or perhaps it's like some kind of context within the game that I guess would also mean that that word is part of the song title more than anything, but apparently that's what that was. Hopefully I don't end up finding or getting more of those. They're under a minute, but time to find out what the next of these is gonna be. Okay, this one seems really familiar. I think I actually got this exact track in recent one of these things that I did. I'm pretty sure this is Trials of Mana, not Secret of Mana. If only I could actually remember what the actual name of it is. Yeah, I'm figuring I should look. Hold on. Oh my god, yeah. I was able to remember the name of the game at least, or what the game it's from, but there's no way I was going to be able to remember that track name. Maybe I should add this specific track to my practice playlist that I have like locally hosted here. I'm gonna download it right now actually, just keep that in mind. See, I'm gonna be able to remember that this is Trials of Mana, but has it been a minute? In about 3 seconds it will have been, yeah, okay, so... But the part that I'm not gonna be able to remember is the fact that this track is called Powell. There's probably some kind of reason for that within the context of the game that would make that make more sense to me, but... See if I can actually download this with a console command line thing, or if I have to use a different thing. I am able to download that, so I will try to integrate that into my own local playlist in a short while, but until I have the chance to do that, I guess I'll just, I don't know, try to come up with some kind of mnemonic device for it. Of course, who knows if that'll actually be successful in the slightest. Well, hello Akadar, how's it going? And you're just in time to show up here because we're actually looking at 5 random tracks from your playlist to try and figure out, well, between myself and I suppose anybody else who wouldn't actually know what they are. And this is only the second one of those. The first one was from Guilty Gear, which I guess I very marginally managed to guess, because, not directly, but because Guilty Gear was pretty much one of the candidates that I figured it would be from based on the sound of it, but this has been number 2. I guess I'm just gonna skip ahead to number 3 and try to see what that is going to be. Okay, it took me a second, but I'm pretty sure I know exactly what this is too. I just need to like enunciate this in my head to make sure that I'm getting the context exactly right. This can't possibly not be the game that I'm pretty sure it is, but I'm trying to remember exactly what the context for this is. Okay. There's one particular context that I'm like 99% that this is from. Guess I'm gonna wait another 40 seconds or so to reveal what this is, and then I will enunciate exactly what my suspicion is. I'm still updating it with the stuff from 196, yeah. I was just eyeballing the top of the playlist very, very briefly before I started doing this. Not quite sure if I saw Scourge in there yet, but I'm a little bit sad that I managed to miss the debut because I was just like way too tired at that point during that day, so I just ended up passing out. But there's a very odd sense of satisfaction that hits me when I realized that that was the stop the composer for a second track at this point, but I'm pretty sure this is the Pina Park Outside theme from Mario Sunshine. Let me see. Yeah, Pina Beach from Mario Sunshine, and apparently this particular video that is linked in the playlist is unlisted, even though it's from Give Us Honor. That's interesting. It has a bunch of comments too. Unpredictably, the first comment on this video is like quoting the sunflowers and the weird sound that they make, which is pretty much a mnemonic device that I ended up using to try and reassure myself that that's what, like the precise context for this track. But yes, this was number 3, unless I'm very much mistaken. No, this was number 3, and I think that I just clicked backwards by mistake. Hold on. Yeah, back to the Trials of Mana track, that was the previous one. Alright, let me go forward again to this one, and then actually go over to, I'll try to go over to the next randomized one. There we go. So what else could be left? Oh, hey, another track that I get the feeling would be a very easy track to guess for a lot of people. Certainly seems to be gotten quite easily whenever it comes up, from what I've seen, at least during Final Chase. I don't think I remember very clearly if this has ever actually come up in like regular rounds, and try to figure out like what percentage of people actually would know exactly what this is, but I get a feeling that at least the chasers would. It's quite distinctive. I already know what it is, so let me just look at the tab itself to be able to tell you exactly when a minute has passed. You know, I actually still haven't finished the Switch version of this game. Really should get down to doing that at some point, but at least did get far enough in it to where I should have been able to hear the updated version of this track within that version. But yes, this is Unfinished Business, or as I would probably call it, Unfinished Battle from Xenoblade 1. And I guess this must be the Xenoblade 1 like vanilla version of that track, not the definitive edition version. And the first comment in this video is, now that Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition is on the way, it looks like we can finally finish this battle. I mean, I don't know about that. I mean, if that was like in reference to like the special extra episode that they included with the Switch version, that didn't really seem like it really added all that much in terms of story, but this has been the 4th of the random tracks that I did end up getting on this particular run. Let's see what the final one is going to be. Oh goodness. I was going to say prior to this moment, it's something that I certainly can't identify right from the beginning, and it's certainly not right at the beginning anymore, and I still can't identify it, so... All the weird juxtaposition of these, like, techno beats with the high-pitched string instrument in the background makes me think that this quite likely has some kind of anime aesthetic, but that's about all that I could tell you. And hell, I don't know. This could be something like Blue Reflection for all I know. I have no idea what that sounds like. This could be something like... well, maybe not... probably not something like Atelier, because I'm pretty sure that I actually have an Atelier. Well, a song from the one Atelier game that's apparently in the chase right now, in my, like, locally hosted playlist, and I don't think it would have this weird techno stuff going on with it, but I'm pretty sure it took at least a minute time to find out what this is. Ooh, it might actually be a little bit difficult trying to figure out what this is exactly, because I don't think this video has like an actual like label for what game it's from. But well, I was definitely right about the anime aesthetic, I can tell you that much right now. Let me do a quick search and see if I can figure out the correct metadata for this before I even say anything. Shit. Nope. Doing a search for this apparently just returns a completely unrelated thing. What if I use the big brain play here and look for something a little bit different? Okay, yes. Well, looks like my complete shot in the dark guess was actually right. This does seem to be from Blue Reflection. And the name of the song, which I believe is the only thing that's... the only thing that's actually revealed by the name of the video here is 20, which I guess is just a track name or track number. And that does match the thing that I pulled up on VGMDB, which is how I was able to figure out which game it was. He's Tigar Michael, or Tigar Michael, and apparently that's a bit of an unfortunate name, because if I just do a search for Tigar Michael, apparently there is actually a real person called Michael Tigar, who's an American criminal defense attorney. And that's obviously gonna be like, well, maybe not obviously, but understandably gonna be the much more forefront result if I actually just put that song name into a regular search engine. But yeah, apparently this has been Blue Reflection. And according to the track list here on VGMDB, there's like 3 tracks that have Tigar at the beginning: Tigar Otto, Tigar Kurt, and Tigar Michael, so I guess it's a bit of an unfortunate juxtaposition. So I'm gonna have to let me hear like the very beginning of this track one more time, because I'm gonna have to remind myself. When I hear something like this, it's got like these, it starts with these weird electronic beats, and then eventually that lone kind of violin sounding thing comes in about, I guess I can figure out exactly how many seconds it comes in at. It's just gonna make me think anime, and by extension I guess after this experience it might make me think Blue Reflection. But yes, this has been 5 random tracks from that particular playlist, and I don't think that I would want to follow up on any of these in particular right now. It was Guilty Gear XX, Trials of Mana, Mario Sunshine, Xenoblade 1, and then this. I think TR Michael is the only one in the chase right now, really. Wasn't it like a... I guess it wasn't like a regular submission, I'm not quite sure. I think that I actually was around when it actually got added in, but I guess it mustn't have been like a regular submission. There's only one track right now, but I don't think it would have been like a Chaser's Choice kind of deal, right? Because wasn't it Dio who actually put that game in? Really would make sense unless my memory is playing tricks on me. But yes, this has been 5 random tracks from the Chase playlist made by Akadar, who is with us today. But that having been done, I guess I will return to my own locally hosted playlist, which is pretty much made out of and back to the Silent Hill song that I can barely remember when it's up to me. Let me see. Yep. Well, my own locally hosted playlist is pretty much made of stuff that I was not able to guess during regular rounds or Final Chase, or stuff that I wouldn't have known during Final Chase, independently of whether or not I actually made it into that particular episode, but basically a long list of stuff that I don't know, but I would potentially like to learn, that I've been compiling for quite a while now. I suppose this would be part of it. But yes, with this, I'm pretty sure we will continue to listen to this as I go into the game here. Was the submission just none of the other Tigger songs in? Okay, that makes more sense. Oh geez, let me see, it's been how many days? It's been nearly 2 weeks now that I haven't touched this, wow. Might actually be a little bit more than that. I mean, it says the last time that I touched it was October 21st, which would have been pretty much exactly 2 weeks ago, actually, don't you know it? And then my weird inconsistent sleep cycle and other stuff that I potentially wanted to actually do on stream happened, and so we ended up having to just sort of lay that by the wayside until now. But now it's here once more. Let me see if I can set up my little software capture thing to pick up Morrowind, even though using actual software capture for this is a bit of an empty gesture, considering how it's still gonna capture everything as if it was regular window capture. Let me just move this around. I'm gonna put this over here, I'm gonna put this over here, and that'll likely be enough to make things make sense. Yeah, there we go. But yes, just confirm whether or not the audio stuff is how I left it. It definitely isn't. Hold on. The music is actually on there, which is not how I left it. Pretty much turned off the music in this game after I played the entirety of the vanilla game with the regular music on, and since the expansions don't change anything. And I mean, pretty much all of the music for this game is just like ambient stuff that plays, depending on whether or not you're in combat or not. I think I've already heard it for enough time, but yes, previously on Morrowind, it was actually quite close to making it to the end of this expansion, which is the first of the 2 expansions that exist for this game. And we were in this room after the... Oh, here's the Vermin's Fabricant, which has an elixir. 45 speed for 10 seconds. After we made it past the previous room, which was pretty much hope that you have enough like ridiculous 45 speed potions that you can actually... what should I call it? That you can actually make it past or outrun the giant spinning saw blade in the previous room, which I didn't, so I had to employ special measures for that. But then there's this room, which does seem like an actual puzzle, so... Pretty sure the way this works is that we have 2 levers. And we probably have... well, there's 2 doors, but apparently only one of these doors is able to be open at a time. And apparently produces more of these dudes, the Fabricant monsters. But we do need both of these doors to be open so we can make it even further into this place. So I'm kind of wondering, because I'm pretty sure that I did determine, or at least suspect last time, that it had something to do with the pipes up there, the tubes. I do have both of these doors closed. I'm wondering if any of this stuff up here is gonna move. Okay, so they just kind of wiggle around. They wiggle around and then the that happens. Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna try to open the door, that's the inner door, because it seems to me that when they do wiggle around, like one more of those things is spit out, but then the front door there opens briefly, so... Which one is this? I feel like I'm failing to pay attention to stuff from this that I wouldn't actually know. Oh, hey, wouldn't you know, this is the one Atelier song that I was talking about that I actually have on this playlist at the moment. Pretty sure that I've heard this a good number of times on previous streams that I've done with that playlist, and yet I'm not yet any closer to being able to actually remember it, but I get the feeling that the production thing isn't gonna happen here while any of these are actually active. So let me see if I can time it. Wait for the pipes to start wiggling around again, and as soon as they do, see if I can open that door. There we go. And I can make it through perhaps to the next hole, which, okay, I guess I solved it. It's just a matter of doing the timing thing and then getting immediately ambushed by a different monster, which I think is about to kill me. Yep. That went well. And this music is surely quite fitting for what's occurring here. Alright, let me try just doing this in a little bit of a different way. If I can climb up in one of the, there we go, the things on the side here, which I think should give me at least a little bit of leeway here, or protection, or not. And let me see, I think that the game would have expected me to come into this area with like a lot more preparation than I actually did. Just based on everything that's been thrown at me so far, but I'm sure we'll be able to survive. Do I have any health potions that I could use? I have cheap restore health, which is like the worst version that you can get, but yeah, it's not really gonna make a difference at this point. I don't know if I'm gonna, if I like have any other means of restoring health that I could potentially use, like a scroll or something, but let's see, restore fatigue. Do I not have any quality restore health anymore? I guess I don't, otherwise I would have seen it there. Let's see here. It's still the same song, right? I think I should actually go ahead and lower the volume on that a little bit more. It does seem like it's a little bit overpowering. Even if the actual just background sounds coming from the game are also kind of loud. Oof. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to scrounge up. I have exclusive restore health, I forgot about that. I can just pop one of those, I guess. See if I can at least kill this one dude. There we go. Manage that. Look into elixir. Well, the hulking fabricant one apparently restores strength, but I needed that badly. It's not really something I want to actually carry around, since it actually, you know, takes up a little bit more carry weight than you would expect, or at least I would expect, right? Well, we did make it to this point. We did end up having to use a freaking exclusive restore health just to be able to survive that first encounter against one of those fabricants, but let me see. Perimeter's fabricant. Increases speed. I might actually need that in here. Let's see what the puzzle in this particular area is going to be. Lever's rusted shot. You do not possess the strength to turn it. I wonder if that's possible. We need to like boost ourselves with the strength elixirs instead of what we had to do a couple of rooms back. Okay, now we're having the opposite problem where it's actually kind of quiet. That does seem to be a bit of a recurring problem with the MP3s in my playlist here. Sometimes they're too loud and sometimes they're too quiet. I've been trying to fix that, but wait a minute, let's try this creature. I also dropped another elixir from this guy, right? I don't know if I left it here or what. But I don't seem to be able to select the corpse either way, so... Oh no, here it is. I think I'm gonna pop 2 of these elixirs and see if that's like what I'm actually supposed to do there. Increase my strength, or if I have to do something else. I wonder if I have some like fortified strength potions here that I can use. Aside from that, let's see. All these potion effects should stack, I think. So if I use this... Oh, there we go, now it works. Okay. I was wondering what that was actually going to result in. I suppose that answers my question. Milethum. I'm not sure what the letters that I saw there were exactly, but... Let me see if I can outrun more of these guys. I feel like I just kind of want to make my way past them at this point rather than trying to exterminate every one of them. I have been in this place for a while. My magic fire sword doesn't quite have the fire effect active anymore. Maybe I'll be able to like stagger with it. Okay, yeah, that does seem to be the key to fighting these walking guys. Need to stagger them first. Oh crap. But they can also stagger me quite easily, even the revenous ones. Now the question is, no, I cannot rest there are enemies nearby. Where are the enemies? Can I actually get far enough away? Because I'm pretty sure that I did leave one guy alive back in one of the previous rooms, but I guess that pretty much is a given that... Let me see, Dome of the Imperfect. What happens if I just go to the next room here? But first... Oh, hey, this is one of the songs that I added to the playlist today, even though... It's also one of the ones, yeah, just seems like a perfect place to have a rest. And who knows, this song might somehow turn out to be some kind of a prelude for what I will find here. Oh boy. Okay, so it's a good thing that I rested right when I did, because I guess this was going to happen right after that. I wonder if I have to do something other than just rush at this guy. Maybe I shouldn't actually try to just fight him. Maybe I should try to run away from him. He is imperfect, so it seems. Let's try this one more time. Let's see if I can actually make a save after I rest. Because if you do rest, it does make an auto-save, but only before you rest. Can I just make it past these guys in the door? Don't rush the save. This does not botch all the imperfect lives. Oh shit. This will actually not end all that well. I'm gonna have to try to hide a little bit more, but you know, for all the difference it's gonna make, apparently I can also get staggered quite easily. Get kneed to death. Yeah, so far I gotta tell you, there's been quite a few things in this area that seem like quite a bit of a step up to the difficulty that I've come to expect from pretty much every other part of the game. Let me see, maybe I can bolster myself a little bit. Do I have like any other potions of, I don't know, fortify strength or something? Endurance. Restore. Frost, Fortify Magica, Fortify Health, Fortify Endurance, I have these things, but I don't call it Sea Strength. This is VVVVV, whatever, right? Yeah, it is. It's another game that I've never played, but apparently also falls in the everyone but me has played it at some point category, so whenever this comes up, it usually does put me at a disadvantage. I guess at least I should be able to identify the sound of whatever this song is potential for anything. Fortify Luck, Fortify Magica, Speed. What is Burden again? I have no idea what Burden is, but apparently that's what it hits you with. Unfortunately, I don't really know if I'm going to be able to endure this. Maybe if I used some kind of scroll, but like, what could have been used at this point? Fire's Blessing, Vitality, the 5th barrier. I think this is for like defense, but even with this, I only have this one weapon, right? No, I also have the Bipolar Blade. Let me try the Bipolar Blade. Maybe that's like just what I need here. I haven't even been able to realize it, because the Bipolar Blade is supposed to be able to do, or just to do periods, to basically take the fighting, the will to fight out of your enemy. And I guess it does seem to be working on this guy somewhat. Okay, but then it ran out, and then I die. Rather predictably. Okay, let me take a step back. Let me pop, let me not pop anything quite yet. I have a Daedric Longbow, but evidently it's not something that I picked up out of the want of using it. So what to do with the fact that... Okay, then I'm dead. What to do with the fact that I was going to be able to potentially sell it for a lot of money, but... Maybe I should have learned to use the Daedric Longbow, considering how badly I'm dying here. But let me see. I mean, this thing here, this did seem to be working for at least a little bit. I don't know how much. Okay, now it's out of charge, so I guess I'm going to switch back to True Flame and hopefully get potentially staggered. Okay, so I can get him down to at least half health. It seems to be something that I would like to call a good sign. I guess I'm going to like do circle straight for attempt to just freaking keep hitting him with the crotch area or the knees. Oof, and then get hit with one of these electrical things with just like there's continual drain. Let me see, it should have a few of these restore health at least. How do we pop one of those now? Is that gonna keep me alive? Right. It's gonna keep me alive long enough that I can actually take this guy down. At least one of them, yes. Hey, this was all with the friggin' blade too. The bipolar blade. There we go, the imperfect no longer lives. That only took a few tries. But the imperfect is certainly stopping me from selecting the door unless my friggin' nose is right up to it. So this is a Dome of Sothisil now, it would seem. What does that mean for me? And also, I could have sworn that I switched back to the True Flame, but I guess I just didn't. I was fooling myself, but I will rest once more until healed. Oh boy, see this one. This is Soul Calibur 2, right? I'm trying to... yeah, this is... it's not until that part starts up that I can actually assure myself that this is Soul Calibur 2, but it's one that I've certainly heard enough times at this point. So what's going on here? Hey, it's Sothisil, the guy who was supposedly the other threat of the Tribunal and who was supposedly sending all that crap to attack the city. But if it was him, then it certainly doesn't look like he's doing all that great. So hey, what's up, guy? We found the body of Sothisil, his lifeless hulk dangling from a contraption of his own making. Someone has obviously been here before you. But who could it be? I mean, what would the journal say at this point? I found the corpse of Sothisil. The god's body has been ravaged by powerful forces. Well, I do seem to be alone. It gets this kind of like mystery man where it's like Well, apparently the villain's machine can in fact kill someone who would otherwise be unkillable. So yeah, I mean, we found the guy's corpse, so what happens now? Can we... Wait, what? Oh, hello.
Sacrificing all to protect Morrowind from a mad soulless sin. But you live.
Oh no, what a twist.
I will tell the tale myself when this is done. I will tell my people how with your dying breath you proclaimed your devotion to me, the one true God. Your death will end this prophecy and unite my people again under one God, one faith, one rule by my divine law. But the king will lay down his arms and bow to my will. Those who do not yield.
Oh no, I can't believe that the guy who tried to have us killed was actually the good guy all along.
I will be the savior of my people. I alone will be their salvation.
So the band was just for teleportation? There's probably easier ways to accomplish that, but...
He's a fool. I will deal with him. And so does he. He always thought himself our better, shunning us, locking himself in his hole. So word as he died. Not a whisper. Even in death he mocked me with his silence. But I think you will scream, mortal. For now you face the one true God.
Can I move? I mean... My journal's been updated, yeah, I think I can move now. Well, that's not a good start. Oh, I forgot I'm basically walking backwards into a barrier here. Oh boy, hold on. Freaking cursor is doing the thing yet again, where it's causing the scroll wheel to react with stuff that it shouldn't. Right, let me try this. I mean, this is gonna be even worse than all the rest of the crap that we've had to deal with before. Okay, let me see. Gonna have to make a new save game, because I would rather not have to listen to the giant speech again. Hope question mark, which... Oh god, I have to guess at which of these is the question mark key in the US keyboard. It's that one. Oh boy, well, she's quite soft, I can see that. And look at it, reaching up with the same sword that you forced me to make. Nope, it's not gonna quite work. Yeah, I guess we'll try to go with the hope thing. Hope of not having to listen to that whole spiel again. I don't know how much hope we really have of that though. Let's see here, where's my potion? My final exclusive restore health potion. It would seem that now would be the time to use it. What about this? Okay, so she resists magic, that much is clear. I'm trying to... Oh, I can't change that because I'm still attacking that. That would explain why I wasn't able to, like, switch up the other weapon in the previous fight as well. But yeah, we do seem to be having a bit of a false thing going on here. We do seem to be having a bit of a problem. I guess I'm gonna switch to the bipolar blade first before anything happens. Wait, does she not know that I'm here? Am I like gonna be able to like actually sneak up on her now? No, she clearly will know that I'm here as soon as I step out from behind that pillar. So I have like one potion. I don't think that I'm gonna be able to pop it quick enough to survive here, but yep, just thought that counts. Is this the Donkey Kong Country song? Let me see. No, this is from Sonic 2006. And it actually boosted the volume of one of the songs that was kind of too quiet, which was the The tropical freeze zone that I have on here. I was actually kind of wondering if this basically was going to turn out to be the way that it's supposed to sound when it starts out, but I guess not. I'm kind of wondering if I'll be able to do this at all. I guess I'm going to pop all my restore health potions, the cheap ones, and see if that does anything. I don't even know if these stack, like if I do all the restore health potions, the cheap. Nope, they don't seem to make a difference. Fortify health, no, I don't want fortify health, I want fucking restore health. I can find that one again. But apparently I didn't pop it quick enough. I've had some experiences with non-customizable controls designed for US keyboard layout here. I mean, I mostly had ended up having that problem when I tried to like play old DOS games. Which pretty much all assumed that they were going to be played with US keyboard layouts when that was clearly not the case. I see that there's at least one game that really surprised me with not having that problem, even though I pretty much expected it to. Something... it had to do with typing. I don't think it was like an actual DOS game with typing. It was like typing up to dead. Which was a little bit newer than that. Let's see... where's my restore health? I think that once again I'm gonna be a little too late to, yeah. Those strikes are a little too strong to even be able to be outrun by the heals, so I don't know, I might have to do a little bit of extra work here just to keep myself alive. With extra divine intervention, that is to say. Oof. So I do die a little too quickly to have this be viable, shall we say. I don't know if kiting is really going to help me in the... actually weather this completely, because kiting does seem to help so much, but I get the feeling that it's only going to carry me so far with the resources that I have. Considering the speed that she has. And the fact that she's actually able to use magic against me where I can't really do the same. Hold on. It's freaking happening again. It's doing the thing where... there we go. I need to like freaking move the mouse cursor back and forth just so I can freaking stop the thing from scrolling something in a window that's not actually the same window. I guess I'm gonna try with fortify health for all the difference that's gonna make. I think she has a better sword than I do. That's the thing too. Does seem to be able to hit me even when it doesn't hit me. I think I'm gonna need a little bit of extra resource stuff just to be able to survive this, so I might have to do some shenanigans here. Jesus Christ. Partake in some shenanigans here just so I can survive this, but like... what else could I have? I have a Diedrich left pauldron with an armor rating of 50, which is still not gonna be able to be as... why do I have all this Diedrich stuff with me anyway? I guess I might have picked it up here in this map and I didn't really have a chance to leave it behind before I came here, but... what do I really have? I mean... what about my scrolls? Semi-glitter frost scrolls of CV intervention, Didal snack, charm, divine intervention. I'm kind of wondering what would happen if I used divine intervention at this point. I have to like go through the entirety of the city again if I like try to come here with better equipment, which I feel is pretty much what I'm lacking here. Galma Seal, Drainlock, Griffith, Healing. Well, I mean, I have Scroll of Healing, but I don't think that's gonna make that much of a difference. Let me try to summon Flame Atronak for all the difference that's probably gonna make. Like, what are you gonna do to this enemy? Is she gonna help out, or is she gonna be slain immediately? I get the feeling it's gonna be the latter. But let me see here. Where are these Restore Health potions? Or this one Restore Health potion, excuse me, should say the correct thing. Is it even hurting her? I get a feeling that's not even like doing anything. And now we're dead again. I guess I'm gonna try to slowly go through all my options that I have here. One way or the other, but I do get the feeling that sooner or later I'm just gonna have to relent to something that I might not want to. What else do I have? Much magic has shock damage. The barrier, which would be for myself. The barrier shields. Feather. Maybe I should have taken time at any point to figure out what some of these magical effects were. Pretty much only very vaguely remember a handful of these. Frost damage, telekinesis. Well, I don't know, what about Restore Health for 2 seconds? Guess that would be another heal that I could do. And if I could use it and after I get hit without getting staggered, but apparently that is not gonna happen. Apparently I will get staggered no matter what. Let me see, what if I switch up to this? I thought this was gonna be quite good, but apparently it's not really gonna matter to her. What about now? Let's see, I guess I'm gonna use my first exclusive Restore Health. It should be enough to help me survive at this point, but... see, this is the true Dark Souls. And now I'm like this, so yeah, there's nothing I can do. It's gonna... guess I'll die, but... I'm kind of wondering if that were not the case. Like, obviously what I would like the most is like a better way to attack. I guess like, something that I could do is... like, what do I even have equipped right now as far as magical apparel, shield, stuff that's like a constant effect. What about the Amulet, Spell Absorption? Cast when used. I wonder if I could use that, like... I get the feeling that won't really do anything. Well, might as well just try it out and see what happens. Actually make a difference as far as the magic... how much did I end up taking, I wonder? So freaking easy for her to stagger me, but I can't really say the opposite. Now let me see. What was the scroll that I used for myself, or wanted to try out myself before? If I can even... oops. Warrior's Blessing, there we go. So let's see, if I just put the Warrior's Blessing and then... hey, that healed me, barely healed me. I'm gonna die again, hold on. I get the feeling that the only really viable way of making it through this would be to have a bunch more health potions. So I wonder if only I could find some kind of way to acquire more health potions, even though I did not bring them with me. Because I don't know, I guess I pretty much been managing to a certain degree without these big boss confrontations in pretty much the entirety of the rest of the stuff that I had to do in the thing. I mean, I'm gonna continue my confrontation by immediately dying again, but then I go back into the hope thing here and I ponder my thoughts for quite a while. I ponder about the many things, such as the keyboard layout and the different things that I have to remember to make this work. This did turn out to be quite a good thing to try and remind myself with. No, that's not what I pressed. Thank you very much. Goodness. Now if only I could remember the correct combination of numbers that I need here. It would be like, I don't know, 5? What do you mean? Hold on. Well, it evidently did not have the desired effect. Let me try that again. Perhaps I have been lied to. Hold on just a moment. I think that should have worked the first time, unless I've actually been japed as far as the possibilities here. Perhaps I should double check this. There we go. What if I tried with a different example of this, like this perhaps? Nope. Use line 1. Well, I mean, these are supposed to be underscores, right? I'm not... Oh wait, hold on a second. Was there a space there? Am I crazy? Direction entered is wrong as line 1? Question mark? Let's see. Okay, I think that part I can understand a little bit better. Okay, that time it worked. Okay, let me try that, and then let me try this. Okay, so I guess there was a space, and I was not able to determine what that meant, but hey, maybe my fortune will be a little bit nicer this time. Is this the... Phoenix Wright 6? Song that I added today, by the way. Confess the Truth 2016, yes it is. Well, I am certainly going to confess the truth of how I was able to make this happen, but only if questioned about it. Alright, so where are my perfectly legitimately acquired restore health potions? I'll pop one of these now. Seems like a good time to do so. And now I will show my mastery of kiting with more of attrition, but I will surely be able to win. Oh, okay. Let me see if I'll be able to go for enough way to survive here. pretty sure that I'm about to get hit here again, so let me do this again. Yep. Quite a timely intervention there. And there's this. See if I can keep my own wits up, not only by staying one step ahead in this battle, but also by trying to at least take a stab at what the items are. Or the items, not the items. Well, what a shame, looks like I actually ended up dying anyway. The songs that are playing, because this one I definitely didn't hear before, because it's another one of the songs that I added to the playlist today. I'm actually kind of kicking myself for this, because I'm pretty sure that Dragon Quest 7 was added to the database that these things are drawn from quite recently, and yet I told myself that I was gonna like take a minute to study it, but I never did. Because it's only 5 songs that initially make it in whenever a new thing gets added in at this point, but and I knew what all of them were, I had them written down, but never actually took the time to study whatever those songs were. I'm guessing that this must have been one of them. That would only make sense. Okay, let's take a step back. Let's give myself just a second so I can get my health back. Maybe you can counter stunlock her, but oh boy, we might be dead here. Depending on how quickly she decides to use the next attack versus how quickly we're gonna get healed. Here we go. I guess I'm gonna pop a quality one this time. Hopefully that's enough to keep me alive. Well, a little bit. Should get out to pop another one immediately. Tell what you to know it, my light armor skill increased once again. And yet again I have to pop a quality potion. And here's my final core to restore health. Let's see if that's going to be enough to help me remain alive here. And continue on with the mastery of kiting that I am continually displaying here. Christ. Mastery of kiting, which I guess is now being turned around on me. Okay, and yet again I'm nearing death. If I friggin' die at this point, I'm actually gonna be quite cross, but apparently my performance has deteriorated quite considerably, so like right here, how am I supposed to avoid damage there? I can't really, and here we go again. Friggin' 2 staggers in a row, that's not a good sign. Let's a tactic to be employed at any point, and then there's this. I should I noticed too, or noted that this song was gonna sound friggin'. How the fuck am I not hitting her now? Like, she buffers. Oh, I ended up dying anyway, wouldn't you know it? Look how much friggin' health she had left. Well, this has gone on quite well. Alright, let's try that once again. Let me actually switch to the bipolar blade before I do anything this time, and maybe that'll actually serve me better for this encounter. Nope, I just ended up dying a lot faster. But I almost had it before. I just got like screwed over right at the end. Clearly that means that I need a little bit more of a boost here. A bit of assistance, if you will. Clearly I didn't do this well enough the last time. Can always use a little bit more of that. Can always use a little bit more of that, right? Let me actually switch to this. I do want to try this out again, the bipolar blade. Pretty sure there is at least a little bit to be said for timing there. Alright, so So if she stares me at all during that first segment, I'm pretty much immediately dead because I don't have like full health going into this initial approach. See if I can have some of that. Did I find the sweet spot here? Hold on. Ooh, and what the fuck? Am I not using restore health here, or am I crazy? I don't understand why. Oh jeez. Hopefully she's like also like slowly running out mana, because it does seem like what she used to would be dependent on mana. I gotta tell you at least one thing, it does seem like this whole battle so far, Christ, I think that something's being done to me actually, where the potions don't seem to be healing me nearly as quickly as they did before. Let me try popping a few other potions before I go into battle this time. Instead of this, we'll use Restore Fatigue. Or instead of Restore Fatigue, rather, we'll use... Christ, hold on. Once again, the bunch of stuff in the background has been scrolling, that shouldn't have been. No, they had at least one that was like 45 health, right? If it was exclusive strength or... I do have one exclusive 45 health, so I'll pop that, and also already 45 health if I have that. I do have one of those, one of each. And I guess I'll pop my first restore health potion right now. See if this helps me at all. Well, apparently I'm already gonna be fucking... Wait, what? Did I just take off my... I'm not sure what happened there, but... Some very strange combinations of... Currencies seem to have gone on there. Okay, so it does seem like even before she gets a swing off, she's sometimes able to hit me with like some kind of electrical thing, which just like drains my health very quickly. Christ, there we go. And now we're gonna have to do this. Hopefully that's really at least able to keep me alive. Hopefully at least I'm able to fucking, you know, land a hit on her and also help the feeling. I don't know how much she's somehow hitting me with that she's able to drain my health so quickly, but I don't like it. Doesn't seem to be very cash money of her. And it keeps on fucking putting a massive drain on my resources as well. And yet I somehow can't hit her now, even though sometimes I stun lock her, sometimes she's just like, nope, you can't do anything. Right now it definitely seems to be leaning towards the, well, you can't do anything. So I'm gonna try hitting her with this sword again. Maybe this will help. Let me pop another one of these, which I'm quickly running out of in a rather unsurprising turn of events. Oh Christ, well, I think I'm dead. I get the feeling that it's not gonna make a difference how fucking slow the health restoration has been with these portions recently. I'm gonna keep on chugging these as best I can for the difference that's going to make. Okay, so I didn't die there, at least there's that. I don't know if that's going to be indicative of anything. Oh boy, well, let me chug this one. Definitely not... Oh, yet again it happened, so chug yet another one. Just keep myself alive. This freaking endless onslaught of nonsense, right. I gotta tell you, I really don't know how I could match this without the bullshit that I've been basically seeing myself forced to resort to. And I can't hit her at all. No idea how. So I don't see like any of my stats damaged, so I have to assume that this has nothing to do with like, I don't know, the kind of crap that say the bone things, whatever they call wall walkers, can do to you, where it's like nope, your agility or whatever that's gonna help you actually land the hit is now gone. Doesn't seem to be what's going on here, so I don't know what is going on here, but evidently something is going on. So I can't even land the hit anymore. But I'm kind of forced to assume. And now there's this. Heck is this? This song that is. This is also fucking Sonic 06, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Can't believe that this one I actually do remember with some clarity. Oh shit, there we go. Took me quite a lot of bizarre things that I could not actually comprehend, but I think I finally did it. Oops, fire has been obtained. I will be taking that. Barilsaur's mazed band. You can summon a fabricant with that. Even though I'm pretty sure it didn't have that function when we actually got it from like the Necromancer's ghost, but hey, there you go. She's now dead. Almalexia is dead at my hand. The goddess hoped to leave me here dead and make me a martyr to her new cause, but now she saw the sailboat lie dead in what is left of the Clockwork City, so yeah. That was so fulfilling prophecy there. But we never actually read the previous entry, did we? Almalexia has appeared in the Clockwork City and revealed all. Using the dimension-traveling powers of the mazed band, she traveled to the Clockwork City to slay Saw the Seal and to portal the fabricants to Mournhold. She believes the time of the tribunal is ended and she alone may usher Morrowind into a new era. The one savior of her people. I fear it is Almalexia who has gone mad and not Saw the Seal. We didn't even actually get to talk to her or anything, but yeah, I guess she's just dead now. Guess I'm just gonna make a save here to remember this moment. That was a more grueling battle than... I guess it makes a lot more sense to say that in this particular instance, but pretty sure that was a more grueling battle than anything that I actually experienced during the entirety of the vanilla game for this. But I guess they're both dead now. You can share this room as an eternal entombment, and it might finally be time for me to try and figure out what happens if I try to use one of these scrolls to try and teleport myself away from here. What about if I use a scroll of Helmut CV intervention? Does not work here. Did I actually use up the scroll anyway? I don't think I did. So I guess we have to... Yeah, we can't actually leave this place, I suppose. We just have to like stick with whatever we find in here. Does that mean that we now have to take the long way out of here? Because that might be a little bit more annoying than I bargained for. Guess I'm gonna go ahead and rest up. So it wouldn't surprise me to learn that, yes, some of the fabricants that we left behind alive are still gonna be alive. And I do believe that that pretty much would mean that we made it to the end of the Tribunal questline. The main quest for that. Is it the final enemy left in this area? Yes, it was. There we go. I get the feeling that a few of the things that we have to deal with on the way in here are going to be not quite as aggravating on the way out, but we'll see about that. What about this right here? Oh, this boy is still gonna be like in my way. And then there's this. We should just be able to. Is there anything fuse left, or is it just like bones? So we'll make another save here. Be able to just jump down from here, take a little bit of fall damage, but it's whatever. What the fuck? I don't remember there being this many of these guys like left alive back here, but oh well. won't matter when we get the fuck out of here, I don't think. I mean, we can make it all the way back to like the beginning area of this place, but I don't think that there was like an actual way for us to return from there to like the rest of the world. We can get a little bit of acrobatics increase, if nothing else. Oh goodness, I forgot about these fucking things. But yeah, I guess we're just gonna go back to the outer section of the city here, and I guess we just gotta see what we find there, because I don't really know what we're gonna be doing to actually get back to the rest of the world. I think we're pretty much about to make it to the other place, what place we came into this whole area from. I believe that this is pretty much where we began this journey, but... coming back here doesn't really reveal anything, so how do we leave this place? Do we need to use them? We might need to use the mace band, actually, it occurs to me. We do have that with us. What would it be called? Where else there's mace band? It says summon fabricant, so... Use themselves. What does that mean exactly? And second, to replace anything when we... Yes, it is. Oh hey, you can just use that. You can teleport to Sothersil, Vivek, or Mournhold. I guess this is how we do it, so I didn't actually need to do anything. So I guess we're gonna go back to Mournhold. Powerful force interrupt the maze band spell and pull you toward Mournhold. Okay, so I guess we have to come here. Independently of where we choose to go, so what do we have to talk to one of these guys? Hey guys, did you hear what happened? Sados Mavandus, Saber Halan. Vonos Veri. Arnas Terethi, and Indabar. Whatever. Wait to go to this command. Well, you'll be waiting for quite a while, I can tell you that much. Wonder if anyone else out here has anything to say about this. Yeah, about that. Alexia is healing mother, the source of compassion and sympathy and protector of the poor and weak. Found Alexia, Sothersil and Vivek dead. Found Sothersil and killed Alexia and Vivek. Sothersil dead and killed Alexia. Well, I mean, I guess we're gonna see what happens when we say these different things to this guy. What if we just say the truth at the beginning? You are a foreigner. Many foreigners cannot understand our living gods. Are you speaking figuratively in metaphors? In some poetic way. Are you a follower of some peculiar Western cult? Please excuse me, but what you say makes no sense at all, so he says. But so he doesn't want to accept anything there, but I guess we can repeat this. Found Alexia, Sothersil and Vivek dead. Okay, so he says the same response. What about this? Nope, apparently no matter what happens you can't actually communicate with them what actually did occur. You're not well, my child. You don't know what you're saying. You must be mistaken. If you have killed someone, I'm afraid it was a matter for the ordinators, but of course no one can kill a living god. Perhaps if you pray at a shrine, your mind will be cleared, though. What if I say that to these guys? You're not well, my child. I guess this guy is an ordinator, he's a high ordinator, so I guess it's kind of weird that he doesn't, he just dismisses us like that. But I guess we did it. I mean, what happens if we go back to, like, the king or hello?
You have done well, mortal. The death of Alexia is a boon for all of Morrowind, but it may take time for this to be understood. She would have betrayed the dumber as surely as she betrayed all those whom she loved. This was her curse and her undoing. Weep not for Sophasil. He shed his mortality long ago, and I am certain his death was no small relief to him. These gods lived with the burden of a power no
Oh no.
mortal was meant to possess. Your work in Morrowind is not finished, Narragain. Vivek still lives, but I believe his time grows short. Protect my people. Defend these lands. The skies of Moonhold are clear once again. Let these people suffer no longer. Now go, mortal. Embrace your destiny and go with my blessing.
Well, hopefully whoever this was is Asura again. Another Asura vision to indicate that, yes, you're also done with this. Yeah, I guess it was Asura. Once again, indicate that that you're done with the campaign storyline for whatever you were doing. There we go. As a sign of her love for the Dawn Mercy has ended the ash storms in Mournhold, and Professor will never return, so I guess it's our justification for not having the ash storms anymore. Where did you just see that, Merhellas? Oh goodness. Our wealth dies with us, my child, where your deeds outlive us soul. Would you care to make a donation to the temple and receive the blessings? Well, what's Amalexia going to do with this money? Also, speaking of Amalexia, you're wrong, you're foolish to say such things, go away. I mean, that's probably gonna make her like us less. Scosia, I don't know what was her name. If the temple and receive the blessings of Amalexia, well, I think that's something that will happen if I actually give them money, but still. Okay, yeah, they like me less if I actually say that to them. I'm guessing that at this point, they're gonna have a change after I saw, like, the vision of the Deidre. Like, some of them have already caught on, yeah. Well, I just realized that also, that responsible makes them like me less. So I probably shouldn't fuck around with that, just like, don't bring it up. The embassy is going about their business in the background makes this unintentionally comedic. God is manifesting in the plaza wherever I got places to be. Well, I mean, it does seem to be the case. I mean, this dude over here that just keeps pacing back and forth based on what we've seen so far does seem to be a really, really bizarre case in that he seems to be a lot stronger than pretty much every other deity in the game. He's like the ultimate enemy of this whole game. Like, I'm pretty sure that for all the tries that it took to do that like literal living goddess that we killed a while ago was not gonna be, or was not as much of a challenging foe as he will eventually be, but that's why we're assembling a small pile of Sujamma here to eventually bring to that encounter. But right now I guess we can talk to the king or something. He was pretty much the one that told us to go and keep an eye on the flying yellow woman who didn't actually fly during the fight with us, which was perhaps a bit of a wasted opportunity. But hey, did you hear what happened? Been hearing many stories about you and about the goddess. I've been hearing stories about a great deal of strange happenings in my city. Boy, well, that was a bit of a lot at once. The attacks are Almalexia's doing, and now you say that both she and Sothasil lie dead in the Clockwork City. She murders Sothasil and then tries to kill you as well. Astounding. I believe your tale, just like that. But do not expect my people to be so accepting of it. You'll find that it's not so easy to kill these gods in the hearts and minds of their followers. It'll take time, but this will be a new era for Morrowind. Alright. Guess we just completely unquestioningly like this guy now. Got Royal Guard stuff in our inventory, which I guess we'll hold on to and get another entry in our journal.
Your loyal service shall be rewarded.
Anything else to say? Nope, I guess not. And even after all that, he still doesn't even like me 50%. Oh, and I'm over encumbered thanks to that, thanks to all the gifts that I just received. Well, shit. Mostly should have expected this, but I don't know, can I drop something? Can I drop the Diedrich bow? I can. I guess I'll leave this here. I mean, I think I need money that badly, but I better make a note of that, and also these scrap metal. I don't know, I'm pretty sure that this is here because of me, but I don't know why or when I left it here. But you know what that means? We need to return to a certain other place.
Go ahead. Speak.
Away from the mainland. Let's go back to Vardenfell, to Evenheart. And start making our way over to a new place. I guess we better remember that there's a Diedrich bow just in the throne room in Mournhold, but... Well, let me see what happens if I do a thing here and say like... Diedrich bow in Mournhold throne. Is that gonna show up in the Evenheart thing for this place? Yes, Grand Council Chambers. Good, that's pretty much what I intend. Because how much money do we even have? It's pretty sure that we have plenty of money. We have HP under Misk, I believe. We have 87k, which is quite a bit more than we pretty much ended up lugging around with us for most of the game. Not that it makes a big difference or anything, since money doesn't actually have a weight. But still, we're clearly moving up in the world. We're already a homeowner of like 3 different houses all throughout this kingdom. But let me see, one of these 2 boats should take me to a few different places. Can we take the boat to Vivek, actually? Not to the Vivek station, even though you have Foreign Quarter.
Go ahead, Outlander. What do you need?
It's pretty much just an excuse to get myself closer to the place that I actually wanted to get to, which was the Silt Strider over here. But yeah, maybe I should change my stream thing again, because I've only been going for like an hour and a half. It should probably turn out to be a bit of a... only about a fraction of how long I'll actually end up going for here. Let's go to Balmora though, because it's pretty much our big... what should we call it? Well, this house over here, whose owner we killed quite a long while ago. Pretty much our big stockpile of crap that we leave behind, but we don't actually want to get rid of. And this will serve as another part of that, I guess. We have some more glass stuff with us to leave behind. Glass boots. And all the rest of this stuff just here. To leave on the ground. Glass bracers. And also, I guess the Royal Guard stuff, we're gonna leave that probably... I guess we can leave it upstairs. He's gonna have a place of honor. Can go all the way up the stairs. Here's some Netch leather boots. And I guess we'll leave it on this carpet. I mean, probably not gonna end up wearing that. It's medium armor. It's got pretty decent armor rating, but I still think that glass armor is probably a better option. Actually, considering how it's supposed to be better with how I'm supposed to be better with light armor. I shall also leave the Diedrich left pauldron over here. I don't actually have any use for that. To carry around. What is this again? This is from Sonic Adventure, oh boy. I was not expecting it to be from that at all, but... that kind of thing does tend to happen a lot, it seems. Right, so we also have a few more things to sell off here, like these diamonds and ruby, why not? Should be able to unload at least one of those things, or a couple, here in the trader in town, the pawn shop owner perhaps. There should be in both of these. I think the trader actually has more money, strangely enough. I will give you this, I will give you this, and I will wonder if you can afford them all. I guess you can. Right, anything else I want to unload on this guy? I suppose we're pretty much done there. Well, yeah, I think that means that we pretty much managed to finish up with the Tribunal storyline. But I can't quite chant victory yet, because there is one other expansion that exists in this. And I'm actually kind of wondering how I'm gonna make my way over to the place that concerns. But I guess before I do that, let me go ahead and do what I said I was going to, which is to start up the next thing, which is, I don't know what it's gonna look like. There we go, I think that'll probably do just fine. Oh goodness, this is StarCraft 2 music, but yeah, hold on. I'm pretty sure we have to go here to this, this is pretty much where we are wanting to go. We could, in theory, swim over there, I think, but I don't think I'm probably gonna end up doing that. But there is, I'm pretty sure a place around here, I think Cool, yeah, I think if we go to Cool, there should be a boat that'll take us there. So I guess we're gonna end up having to go to another place where we can take a boat and sort of go from there. We could go to Lormaren. It seems like if we go there, we'll be able to take a boat or to Laod. Or we could, you know, walk through the country here and try to change something about the fact that we pretty much never went through this part of the island, but did go to all those other places at least. I think we might just walk to Laod or to Lormaren. I kind of want to go to Lormaren just to see like what that looks like. I don't know if that's a town or if it's something else completely, but I get the feeling that it's not a place that I've actually gone to. I can actually tell what it looks like. If I wanted to go there, I would have to go in what direction? Can I make it up the mountains here, not without certain measures, which I will gladly tap into again. It's been a while since I used these, I think. But it's always opportune. Just activate my flight pants and all of a sudden mountains are no longer a true obstacle as far as I am concerned. But also my old friend over here in fucking Fraser. Hey. We can meet on even ground now, it would seem. Right, so I have to go west and a little bit north to get to Lormaren. I guess we'll follow the roads here. Follow the roads and also get assaulted by Kigoti, I guess. Something else that we have, we actually have the other sword that What's-Her-Face was using, right? We have the Hope's Fire, chop 3070. I guess in theory True Flame should be able to do a little bit more damage. I guess we'll stick to True Flame for now. But I guess I'm not 100% sure which of these would be like the, I don't know, objectively better choice. Probably should have left that other sword if in my freaking safe house if I wasn't gonna use it, but whatever. Maybe it's a good thing that I'm carrying it with me into my next outing here. Maybe I will find some kind of use for it. Hey, is this the place? Okay, so I guess Lormaren was actually a stronghold. It wasn't a place that I was actually gonna be able to take a boat from. Excuse me, but as long as we're going in this direction, I guess we might as well keep going to the north and go to Narmok. I get the feeling that place will actually be a town. Or at least a place that we'll be able to take a boat from, so... Let's go through these spooky nightly swamps and at least see what we're doing in the night here. It does seem like readying this weapon even before we swing it does seem like it loses some kind of elemental damage over time effects. I'm guessing that the other sword that Almalexia was using in that fight also did something like that. Oh boy, is this one of those Dwemer ruins just like in the middle of nowhere here? Could very well be it. I'm gonna get hit by the fucking fish. There we go. Every single time we take even a little bit of a foray into the water, we gotta freaking do that. So what are these places? What is this place? I wonder if we'll find out. If it'll get like its own square on the big map, or if it's not worthy of that somehow. This is a left, apparently, that's what this place is called. Just a small Dwemer ruin. And it's not gonna show up in the big map, apparently. That's kind of a shame, but... Oh well, I guess we found out where it is, if nothing else. Maybe this next island we can go to with the tree sticking out of it will be... more exciting destination. Okay, what are these called? Things called again? Droge. Taco frog, there's multiple of them. The freaking octopus lobstermen, but... apparently they are no match for the freaking post-endgame weapons that we're able to carry with us at this point. I'm not even going in the right direction anymore, am I? I have to go this way. Is this the same thing? No, this is from Deadbolt now. I think this is the one that samples a fucking, Troll 2 clip, isn't it? I think we'll hear it in just a second here. I'm not even sure if I've ever even heard this in The Chase, which is the thing that this is sourced from, but... like this particular song, that is, I've heard a lot of this game in there for sure, but... this particular song would be very distinctive, at least. Because of that sample, but let's see. Can we make it cool from here? Yes, we can. And once we are in... Hole, I think this guy, Spear, is the one that takes you to the spooky, icy island. Can we go there? Can take you to Solstheim at a fair price too. Mort Frostmoth, is that in Solstheim, I guess? Is that the place we're aiming to go to, I guess? Yeah, we are now in Solstheim. So I guess we can, I mean, what's the questline for actually trying to figure out what, happens in Solstheim? Did we even get a questline for that so far, or maybe not? I'm surprised that we apparently didn't get a conclusion for the matchmaker quest, considering that we did actually get a good outcome for that. That's how we got the bipolar blade. An island to the north, maybe it's this, yeah. I've heard rumors of an island to the north of Vardenfell named Solstheim. There's an imperial fort named Fort Frostmoth, and we made it there, but I guess we, just setting foot here is not good enough to have that, change. Because we need to talk to this guy next. Jewel of absolutely nowhere. It's a miserable place even for the warm bloods. If you want to leave, I'd be happy to take you back to Vardenfell. If you feel you must stay, speak with Captain Fox Carius in his chambers at Fort Frostmoth. Captain Carius is the commander here. Not a bad man, but he's a fool for remaining in this place so cold. If you're here about the colony, Carius Magius is the man you will speak to. Captain of this fort. An office in the Imperial Cult Shrine, so I guess that we need to talk to those people and try to find out more about why we came here at all. Hey, Gammon, Gareth. Can't talk now, I'm waiting for our escort to show up. Gidar is in charge.
Go ahead.
And I guess we need to talk to Gidar here. Very often. I mean, he looks like he's in charge, certainly. We're waiting for our escort to Raven Rock. Go see Carnius Magius in the shrine if we need something. Alright. Well, let's look at the local map. I guess we're gonna have to find a way to gradually uncover that. Or work on gradually uncovering that. Guard. These are all like generic people except for this one apparently, and this guy has a name too.
What's your story?
Think it'll ring?
I reckon. Go see Captain Carius. Talk to Captain Carius if you're looking for something to do. Okay, so they're all like foisting me onto other people. None of them want to talk to me directly. And there are these two talking or walking into each other. Even the ones that don't have a name are doing the same thing. Right, so time to find out where this guy is. Will he be in the armory? Probably not. Captain Carius. Head through the general quarters and all the way up to the south staircase. On the third floor are the chambers. That's where you'll find him. What about you, Zeno Faustus? Well, nope. Apparently, absolutely no one here is gonna talk to me until I found that guy. So I better get started with that, I guess. So, which of these are the quarters that these guys are talking about? General quarters, alright, so make it up to the third floor, I think they said. I don't know if they consider the ground floor the first floor, but... General quarters, upper level.
Speak freely, friend.
I wonder if this is the place, or if I have to go even further on. Probably have to go even further on if I had to guess. Let's see here. Supply room. And then there's nothing here. There's some steel armor in here, but I don't think they'll be much use to us at this point. And what about the supply room? Is this where the guy is? All the way up the south staircase? Oh, okay, so I guess I should have probably been paying attention to that before I went anywhere. Is that the end of that? Yeah, I think that is the end of that song. Okay, where's the south staircase? I guess we need to go all the way over here and see if we find something. But if we go up these stairs, maybe we'll find out what we've been looking for. The Stereo Carrier's chambers. So hey, is this the guy? Yeah, apparently nobody will talk to me.
I am Captain Fox Carius, commander of Fort Frostmoth.
Unless I talk to you first, so let's get on with this. What can I do for you? Oh yeah, you already said that out loud with voice acting and everything. We're an Imperial fort, obviously. My soldiers have the ability to be among the best in all the Empire. This Island of Solstheim is not the easiest assignment though, and sometimes it makes them edgy. Oh boy, do they dress up like Reaper. As I said, this is a difficult post. The soldiers are separated from their families and forced to live in the harsh conditions. To be fair, most of these men were sent to this island as punishment for a past offense. Oh boy, so it's like Australia. They're not the best soldiers, but still, until recently they had performed their duties adequately. Lately I noticed some disturbing trends. To be sure, the men have been restless, complaining more than usual. They've been lackadaisical in their performances, or in the performances of their daily duties. It sends a great unease among them and morale has been low. Very low. This is not normal. My instinct tells me that there is one among my troops who is fanning the fires of this discontent, and I wish to know who it is. They will never let me know who the culprit is. As their commanding officer, I must regretfully keep some distance between these fine soldiers and myself. They may be willing to speak with you, though. See if you can gain their trust. If you learn anything, report to me. Alrighty then. I mean, what else can I even look into those? You guys should be able to tell me more. Hold on, I'm gonna change the fucking thing again. What about Carnius Magnus? Maybe that guy can actually help me out with this inquiry, whatever it might be. Apparently I can't ask about anything else. Orders. Join the Imperial Legion? Oh. What about latest rumors? Don't worry about reavers around here. Our northern patrols run into them now and then, but they stay away from defended settlements and forts like this one. They don't like to beach their ships, afraid of getting them stolen or burned, so they stay out to sea after dropping up their raiding parties. So I guess reavers are like pirates. Maybe that's where the... or at least one possible influence from where the weird kind of zombie, space zombie raiding parties from Firefly got the name from, but... let me see here. Apparently we need to investigate what's going on with the low morale of the people in this fort. Maybe now they'll actually talk to me now that I've got this mission. Is that booze I smell on you? Well... smells like Cyrodiilic brandy to me. How about giving a first soldier like me a pick-me-up? I'll find your own figures. Is that all else he's gonna talk about? What if I do give it to him? Good stuff, thanks friend. It just hasn't been the same around here since this became a dry fort. Oh, maybe that's what we need to find out about. No liquor at all is allowed at Fort Frostmoth these days. Seemed odd coming from him. Seemed like a fair enough guy as long as we carried it with our duties, because we figured we were up to his standards, so he cut us off. So is that like the information that we needed? Apparently Captain Carius has forbidden all alcohol consumption and the soldiers are restless. They believe that he has learned his punishment. Okay, so I guess we're just gonna see that to him immediately. We did end up having to give up some Cyrodiilic brandy, but I mean, how much of that did we have? We have 3 of those, I think, so it doesn't really make a difference if we just give up one of those. Maybe there'll be a little bit more of that hidden in one of these containers, or something to that effect. If we can just lift whatever that we find, we can just pretty much take anything that we find in these places, or in these crates and boxes with impunity anyway, since there's nobody here to complain about our theft. It's only a crime if there are witnesses, you know. Let's see, let's head back upstairs here. Let me do this weird sort of dance around of dance around the stairs so that I can try to keep my cursor on the right side of the screen. That's what I was trying to say, but apparently I need to take a drink here. Hold on. I should do that anyway. Because my freaking throat's getting dry. There. Ask you to investigate why morale has been low, and I did it, and I expected results even though I pretty much never met you before, and you certainly don't look like a commissioned officer to me, but well, there we go. I imagine that the lack of alcohol might have some effects on the morale, but I did never actually ban it. Personally, I didn't even care about the alcohol. It was the priest Antonius Nuncius who was worried about the effect it was having on the men. I disagreed, but the question became moot. Our shipment stopped coming in months ago. Speak with the soldiers a bit more and see if we can find out who the source of this discontent is, so it's just like, I'm gonna dismiss what we found completely. That seems kind of strange, to be quite right with you. there's this. Apparently this is battle on stage from Catherine, which is another Shoji Meguro. So I guess he says, nope, the report that you gave me is not good enough, we're gonna have to look into it even more. Surely there's gonna be more to this whole thing than just alcohol stuff. But you were asking about this being a dry fort, and well, you might have some cereal brandy. Be that way, fetcher. Well, we already give this guy some brandy, so I guess we can try to bribe him again. I've been asking around about why this is a dry fort, right? Yes, I have. I'm not sure what caused all this. I just know that I heard from Antonius Nuntius that the captain had placed a ban on all alcohol at the fort. And sure enough, there was none to be found. You'll find him at the Imperial Cult Shrine here at the fort, though he keeps an office upstairs from the armory. Could be in either place. Seems to understand the soldiers pretty well. He was telling me just the other day how it seemed unfair that the captain had cut us off from the drink. He figures that's one of our few pleasures on this dung heap of an island. Well, probably. Guess we can also give that up, another booze thing. It was Antonius Nuncius who told him that the alcohol ban was a punishment from Captain Carius. Well, I should find Nuncius in the Imperial Cult Shrine or in his office located above the armory. Well, let's see if we can find either of these places. I haven't even found a Cult Shrine yet. Let's see if we can figure out which of these buildings would be that one. General quarters still. This is the Cult Shrine, right? So maybe he'll be in here. Let's see. Are you Antonius Nuncius? Yeah, you are. So let's see what he can say about this. I am Antonius Nuncius. What about the dry fort nonsense? So the captain would ban liquor for his troops. There's no understanding some people, and yet apparently you're the one who made that up. Told you that, did he? Guess he never officially did. Still, the shipment stopped arriving. What's to be done about that? I have no idea why. I'm but a simple priest forced to serve these pathetic soldiers on this terrible frozen excuse for an island. It's not my concern why the alcohol hasn't arrived. You have no proof I've done anything wrong. Oh boy, also he's being defensive. And yet he acts guilty, so perhaps it bears further investigation. Maybe I should snoop around at his stuff, question mark. Lessons of Vivek, our axe skill increased even though it's still basically nothing. And we've done dusk. I'm kind of wondering if I'm actually going to be able to find anything in his books or anything about this quest. I get a feeling that I might not end up being able to find anything, but still. Go over all these books as I usually do. See if there's any other free points that I can get, and I guess that's a no. Songs of the King, Darkest Darkness, apparently that's a favorite back here. Curriculum in the Seas, Chronicles of Nehuleth, Children of the Sky, Cantatas of Vivek, again. I need another shelf. I get the feeling that it's not really gonna be worth it looking through this one as well, though. They're kind of restored. Mysterious Akavir. There's a Wizards in Oblivion. Progress of Truth. Hey, here's a copy of this one. It's supposed to be like one of the edgy banned books that are actually kind of to do with the plot, though. Okay, so we looked in all these, pretty much everything that's back here. I'm not quite sure what else there could be. Fine back there. There was another guy here, right?
Here, let's hear it.
Maybe Jeline would be able to tell me more. Let's see what this guy says. I have an important cult matter on my mind right now. My protege Marisa left the shrine over a month ago for those forsaken frozen wastes. The challenge was to bring the word of the Imperial cult to the local savages, oh boy. And who are they? They're hardly civilized with all that bear and wolf worship, and they hardly even recognize the 9 divines. Most Nords are too busy worshipping heathen gods like Alduin and Orki, I see. That's why Marisa's missionary work is so important. He has a passion for preaching. Is this Dust Force? This is Dust Force. Which Dust Force song is this? Upside down. Stalagmite. Okay, so it's a stalactite. I think I added like 2 more of these Dust Force songs into this playlist today as well, but let's see. Dangerous but necessary work. Her journeys into the wild have been very successful in the past, but she never returned from her last outing. I suppose you would be willing to look for her. She means a great deal to me. That is to say, her work is very important to the Imperial cult. You have the look of an adventurer about you. You could find Marisa and return her to me. I would gladly empty the shrine's covers into your purse. Well, Lake Fjalding. A big lake towards the northeast. It's covered by ice, so it's not of much use. You could begin your search in that area. Well, I mean, that sounds like it might be worth following, but it doesn't seem like that's gonna be to do with the main quest or the quest that I found here so far, which is just trying to find out what's up with the ban. We'll talk to him if you want, or wait for him in his office in the armory. Well, apparently you're the ones who are gonna be asking me for booze here, even though I already gave away 2 things of booze. I guess you don't, that's a shame, but I did. What are you talking about? I should have at least 1 thing of Cyrodiil Brandy left. Right, hold on. I guess I used all of it up. I don't know how. What the fuck? So what if I had come here with like no booze on me? How would I have been able to get that information? I guess it's the same guy that I already gave booze to. Let me see. I don't know which contract, it must be one of them. What about this guy? Apparently he says that has nothing to say about that. Carnius Magus apparently also has an office in the cult shrine, but I don't think we found him. We were just there just a second ago, but he did not seem to have been hanging out there along with anybody. Is this the quarters again? Yeah, okay, so if I go look up the stairs here, I am kind of wondering if I go talk to the dude one more time, will I be able to relay any further information at this point? Yes, Antares Nancius. Find proof if you feel you have it, confront the man himself. Right, well, I guess we didn't really find anything in the cult shrine, so maybe what we have to do is look for something in his office in the armory, question mark, but does seem kind of a weird thing to go into a place like that and pretty much expect to find some kind of incriminating thing, but I guess we can look for that. So where's the armory? It's over here, it's right across from the place we were just in. Would it be up here, the office that we're thinking about? Oh, hey, I guess this would be it. Lock level 50, so we can probably turn the closet a bit, lock level 90, so we probably would need to find something on the desk. Let's see. Varieties of Faith in the Empire by Brother Mikhail Karbuksor of the Imperial College. Well, also but also I get a feeling that there might be something in the desk, but I can pop a quick scroll on unhinging and see if that helps me here. I should have plenty of these. Did it work? It didn't work. Shit. Let me try again. It should be good for this, right? For the 60 points. Apparently it doesn't work now. I mean, I just keep trying to do this, but it didn't work the first time. I get the feeling that it just won't work. There won't be anything like below this thing that we could actually access, right? No. Well, let me go back in time so I don't actually end up... let me try something, actually. if I equip the scroll of the lock splitter, which is a different one, which should be able to open anything, and try it on this thing, will it actually work? Then, yes it will, so I guess we have to... Does this even contain whatever we're looking for here? Might not be this. Well, it has money, but it doesn't seem to contain anything related to our want here, so let me see. What if I use the scroll of the lock splitter on this thing instead? What will I find inside this thing? Although the strange lock appears to have been disabled, this closet cannot open without the key. Okay, so that's a complete waste if we do that. I see. And also I see Grief and Flynn here, so I think that's another bit of a secret stash of boost that this guy has. Wait, maybe that's what we're looking for, actually. Maybe the... I get the feeling that the guy will have the key on him. Like the actual... Let's do that.
Want something? I'm listening.
Christ, hold on. You know, the guy whose office that is. Maybe he will be carrying the key, but also we did find some booze in his office, so maybe that would be a good enough reason to try and question him. We gotta look for him in the court shrine at any rate. There you go, guess what? Did find this guy. He said that there's some kind of thieves' stash hidden in one of the V caves. Is that what that says? But it's guarded by a few growl. Never seen one. Oh. I did find out something about you, my friend. I think maybe. No idea why I'm a simple priest. Yada. Start asking me these questions.
What can this humble
Oh goodness, what is this? This is another sound from Wooly, which might actually be a little bit louder than I expected. This is apparently called Comic Klepto. I'm pretty sure that the first time that this came up in the thing that I ended up taking note of that song, and it was... I heard that it's something different. Okay, I guess we weren't looking for the... We weren't looking for the secret boost stash after all.
What can this
Nothing at all. This holy priest can pretty much just stop looking at me. That's what he can do for me. Let's see what happens when I try to sneak up on him and try to pickpocket him, but... I do need him to look the other way for a moment before I can attempt that. Oh yes, oh crap. He'll never notice me until he randomly decides to turn around and just pace back and forth like that. Come on, please stay still for a moment. That's all that I require of you. Do that need to be so hard? Okay, let's see here. He's got money on him. And also, boy, he violated the law. And also, for that reason, he decided to bring a fucking clan fear into this place. Right, I mean, sure. Pay the gold. Send these writs. You have no legitimate writs. Okay, never mind.
You want something, friend?
Hey, clan fear. Maybe this guy can be my friend now. Can I kill the clan fear? You know, I'm gonna care about that, actually. Nope. Well, I guess this guy's gonna try to kill me now, but... I mean, he attacked me first, that's for sure. I'm gonna resist arrest. From this guy. Surely I can take him on with this, There we go. Oh, I left 2 dead bodies, but... Come on. I guess I'm gonna dispose of the corpse, because I pretty much just want to look at this guy's, body. What does he have on him? He has the key. I get the feeling that might actually be the... You know, the key, no pun intended, to trying to figure out what's in his closet. get a feeling that we might actually need to get our hands on that before we can figure out like what his secret is for the quest, so... If I use something a little bit different, like... I'm pretty sure that one of these things has the power to make me invisible, or at least cast the invisible thing on me. Maybe I can give that one a try, if I can even locate it here. Maybe it's a scroll that I'm thinking of, let me see. Maybe it would be like scroll invisibility or something. Like conveniently named like that. Here we go. For 7 seconds on... no wait, it's this. Invisibility for 60 seconds on self. What if I just apply that? To actually be able to notice me? Not that time. I'm gonna take his money. And then he noticed me even though I'm literally invisible. Okay. Not so much for invisibility. Well, let me see. Not sure exactly how it works. It might be like one of those things. I guess I'm gonna look into it real quick. Actually, that might be a better idea. Let me see here. Completely invisible and undetectable for the duration of the spell, activating anything such as talking to or attacking somebody, picking up an item, yeah, blah 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 blah. Any action other than just moving will cancel the... well shit, cancel the spell, so I guess pickpocketing will also do that. You're completely undetectable unless you activate something. But I guess we do. I get the feeling that, you know, pickpocketing does undo that, so it's kind of moot in the long run. But maybe if I, like, increase my sneak rating. Chameleon 30%. What about Chameleon? What does that one do? Partially transparent. If you're sneaking, the magnitude will be added to your chance to successfully sneak. Alright. I guess Chameleon might help. I guess we're gonna change up our equipment here for a second. Let me put on the black pants and maybe put on something else. Do we have any chaos related stuff that we can, lock and security? Well, I mean, do I have any other chaos equipment that I can use? I guess not. I'm just gonna use the black pants and see how they work. Black shirt, fortify sneak. And black pants, fortify Chameleon or cast Chameleon. So I do need this guy to not notice me.
Run away!
But apparently he will notice me every single time. I don't know where the guard is that apparently saw me. Oh, he was right behind me. I guess that would explain why I was seen there. Let me try that again. I get the feeling that that might actually be a reasonably good thing to try. But I need to not be right next to a guard when that happens. Let's see. If I take this... oh, apparently he is gonna notice me every single time independently of what my rating is, so I don't know what the fuck to do. know that I'm gonna be able to get that key without sneaking, and don't really know that I'm gonna be able to sneak. Well, let me see what happens. Let me not stay in this timeline, but independently of that. It's one ugly outfit. Well, I don't disagree with that completely. Do these guys care about my crime? Oh, I mean, I'll pay gold to you, sure, but hold on a
Hello,
moment.
citizen.
Did we keep that key that we had with us, or God, we have so many keys. What is it even called? Antonius's key? Question mark. I think we did lose a key. Oh, hold on. Hold on. I was gonna try killing that guy, I guess, since apparently nothing I ever tried to do to sneak and steal from him is ever gonna work.
You've made your last mistake.
I'll take this. Okay, not his key. Guess I'll take the money too. And this. I mean, it doesn't really matter since I don't think I'm going to be staying in this timeline, but... I'm gonna resist arrest, actually. Sure I am. I'm gonna run away. So let me see if I keep this with me and then go to the armory here. And then go up the stairs and try to figure out if I can get to the place where the dude's office is, which is over here. And open the closet. What will I find there? Oh, it's got a bunch of got a bunch of booze here. I guess that's the that's a ticket there. I guess it doesn't really matter anymore because the guy's dead, so I'm not gonna be able to find like the incriminating journal entry at any rate. So is there gonna be any way to open that closet without the key? Because it seemed very adamant about the whole I don't know, I guess the boost doesn't really matter anyway because he's supposed to be... Or rather, the situation is supposed to be that boost wasn't actually banned, but the shipment stopped. Wasn't called. Hold on a moment. Reason of returned. So it's a topic that I can bring up with that guy about the well, has been no shipments stopped arriving. I wonder if I can talk about that with anybody else. Let's see, like this guy. I don't know, rumors, lake fjalling, weavers, forts. Rain fort, frostbolt jewel of the empire, get out all you can. That seems very promising. You might have some flint on you. I mean, what happens if I say that? Antonius Nuncius got nothing more to say, so we can give this guy some more boost, but apparently he doesn't even doesn't tell us anything that we didn't already know, so it's a bit of a waste with this guy. Well, hold on, I guess. Now that we heard about the shipments being interrupted, maybe we could actually go to, I don't know, outside this place and check out the harbor, and maybe somebody else over there will have something more to say about, or something more to say to us about that. What's going on back here too, by the way? Who's this?
Be careful out here in the wild.
That's a dude.
There's more roaming about than just wolves and bears.
Okay, Reinhardt Red Spear, what do you have to say to me? You travel the wilds of Sol's time just as I do. Here's a word of advice from one wanderer to another. Keep your eyes open and your wits about you. There's more than bears and wolves remaining or roaming about this island. If you find yourself... Oh Jesus, that one's really loud. What the fuck? At least it sounds really loud, but apparently it doesn't go into the yellow according to the audio levels there. There's more than bears and wolves roaming about this island. If you find yourself face to face with the berserkers or Fry's hags, sheath your blade and get running. My kinsfolk at first will gladly take you in. What about these guys? They're called bear sarks in the North Tongue because of their bios of their insistence on going bare-chested even in the most severe blizzard. They're crazy as they come, friend, and care only for savagery and murder. They're so attracted to death they make their home in some of Solheim's burial barrows. Also heard rumors, or rumor, of some kind of berserker mother, but no one has ever seen her, and little to tell about it. I get a feeling that we might look into that, but we'll see. Fry's hags are all over this island. Some travel in packs, which makes them especially dangerous, and some carry disease as well. Well, I think we're immune to disease, and we have been for quite a long time now, so I don't know if that'll really affect us, but what about this? Thirsk is the finest mead hall you'll ever visit. It lies north of here to the east of Lake Fjalding. If you like to reach the Skal village, you've gone too far. When you get there, see Ulfrun. He's in charge of the mead and will gladly sell you a flagon or three. Mead is the nectar of the gods, sure. It's made from fermented honey and is the finest drink to ever touch an orc's lips, so I get a feeling that they might end up drinking some elements from, like, I don't know, Beowulf and this whole thing. The meat hole and I guess potentially fantastical beasts that we can find around here. Is this a bear? Oh no, it's just a bear. I don't want to kill a bear. Just gonna run away. I mean, I don't know if Redbear is around right now to see me do that, but surely I can avoid doing that unless it's absolutely necessary. Let me see, are these guys gonna talk to me yet? Nope. Go to see Carnius Magus in the shrine if you need something. I guess we haven't actually done that yet. We should probably do that now, I suppose. I have been in the shrine multiple times, but apparently we have not yet been able to meet Carnius Magus. Who's however that guy, maybe. Should look in the upper floors, I guess. See if there's anything up here that we probably will have missed by this point. I'd rather not run into this guy when he's stuck in this the very narrow passageway here, so let's see exactly what we can find. Are you Carnius Magus? Yeah, apparently you are. Is this about the East Empire Company? Well, gee, I don't know. I'm the local factor, not that it matters, means much at this point. Our operations are just getting underway and frankly we're short-handed. We could use some help. Do you wish to join the East Empire Company? I don't know about that. Your interest is commendable, and we can certainly use the manual labor if nothing else. As with all business, make sure you understand the requirements before agreeing to anything. So are you willing? Well, no. Let me see. It's a business at heart. Applicants should have a winning personality and a strong will. Those with the ability to speak eloquently and barter shrewdly are most valuable. Given the hostile environment the company often ventures into, applicants should have a keen sense of security. All applicants should be trained in the time-honored virtues of long blades and medium armor, as has been customary for the company for generations. Well, none of that applies to me, but I guess it doesn't matter right now. Makes little difference to me, others can be found to do the job. That's a weird attitude. What about rumors and what have you? Reavers, mead. Some kind of sweet Nord drink, terrible stuff. You won't catch many of the soldiers at this fort asking for it. Apparently not, apparently they only care about Cyrodiilic brandy. What about Skal? North to the north? I don't know much about them. And what about Thirsk? Nordic place, right? North of here. Inconsequential. And what about wolves? They're all over the island. Some trouble in packs, which makes them especially dangerous. I've heard some carry disease as well. I'll bet. And what about bears? Lots of them are on this island. Some are pretty nasty, even deceased. Doesn't pay to mess with them. Though their pelts can be valuable, I hear. Well, so we'll see about that. What about Almalexia? Oh, should probably say before we say anything like that to him. Yeah, you don't know what we're talking about. Unpredictably, he doesn't like it when we tell him the truth about what happened to Almalexia, so... And what about the rest of these Growl? Never seen them. Don't hope to, for that matter. Wolves and bears. Few cure potions wouldn't be a bad idea, unless we're just immune to disease at this point. Sometimes it's worth killing a berserker just to get his weapons. Some of them favor special silver blades that are enchanted to do extra damage to their opponents. Well, I guess we have to figure that out when we actually get to actually fighting enemies in this region, but we haven't quite gotten to that point yet.
Speak freely, friend.
I will speak freely about my desire for you to get out of the way so I can actually leave this place. So yeah, I don't really know what I would even need to do to get the key from that guy, other than try to sneak, which I'm apparently very consistently failing to. Damn it. And apparently it managed to sneak and not get caught there, but still, I wanted to get this key. Apparently even if I successfully sneak and not get immediately like caught, then I'll still get friggin' noticed immediately if I actually take anything. Where the fuck did he go? Did he go upstairs? Something he's never done before. Okay. I didn't steal anything. What are you talking about? I'm just like, taking a very healthy interest in my surroundings here. So what if I steal this? I'm gonna get like immediately noticed. Apparently not that time. Okay, so I stole one thing from him and I didn't get caught, so that's quite remarkable. Based on my experience with that. But that time I did get noticed, and I'm still not sure why. Still don't understand what makes a difference, but apparently I'm never gonna be able to take the money without getting caught, which is like the thing that I would like the most at this point, but I guess I could definitely settle for just being able to grab the key from him, but apparently that's not gonna happen. The only thing that shows up is the freaking money, the key, and the booze, and I already took one of the booze things without getting caught, which apparently is quite the momentous occasion, considering how difficult it is to not get caught while pickpocketing this guy. I do get the feeling that maybe I'm not even gonna be able to get the key from this guy just by pickpocketing him, so I don't even know how I would get that without killing him. I mean, I'm apparently supposed to find something incriminating against him, I would imagine, and if not the booze that I can pickpocket off of him, then something in one of his offices to, you know, incriminate him, but
You've made your last.
I don't know what that would be at this point. So I'll take the cure common disease potions from this guy's office, since I don't think that I'll actually be using them, but at this point I just take some kind of satisfaction in depriving the guy from anything, really. Let me see. Perhaps it. Oh my god, hold on a minute. I just realized there's a fucking stupid pun in this. The executees, or perhaps it bears further investigation, and if you click that, it's literally the inquiry about the bears. Why? The executee.
Yes?
I don't even know who I could talk about. I get the feeling that I must tell you. You can find your own. I shouldn't talk about this, about boost to this guy, because he's just gonna like ask me for boost, but can't actually give it to him and get any new information, that's a problem. I don't know, specific place, rules, reavers. Like fielding. None of this stuff has to do with the freaking shipping stuff. Gee, what if I actually give him some of this booze, master? About being a dry fort and Antonius Nuncius and all that junk. He just pretty much passes the buck. He foists me onto the other guy that I already talked to, that's supposed to be the guilty guy, and I mean, as far as I can tell, there's nothing else that I can get off of him. I try and raise his hold on a minute. Seems like it's actually kind of difficult to fail that, so what if I put on the Amulet of Sincerity and then... More verbosity here, I guess. I don't know, try to raise his disposition that way. Which apparently only works so far, it really is. I don't know it really is what, but... Can we talk about the shipments again? Nope. Apparently even if I get him to like me, he still won't be like helpful there. We are truly friends. But also he still won't tell me about the shipments. Maybe he'll tell me about the wolves at least, or Thirsk. Yeah. What about the low morale? Just a priest. Or about the reavers. Small parties of off-island axemen and archers that stage hit-and-run raids and one-hot settlements and hunting camps. And he still won't fucking talk to me about that. I have no proof I've done anything wrong. I mean, I guess we don't have any proof, but I get the feeling that what it's actually asking me to find out about is the... whatever's in his office in the armory, but... I've been there a few times now. And we still haven't really been able to find anything different, or anything of particularly, that looks particularly incriminating in here, other than just fucking... contents of the closet, but... can't freaking get in there without the key, and we can't get the key without killing him. I'm pretty sure we've pretty much established that completely. Pretty sure what else there could be. There's a desk which we can't freaking open up. And I think that if we try to, I don't know, equip the lockpicks here, if we equip like the master lockpick. It's gonna say that it's too complex, right? Or no, it's not gonna say that actually, it's gonna say that the lockpick failed. We can try to pick this thing and grind this out a little bit in the process here. And eventually succeed, there we go. I'll gladly grab his money and maybe get some of this booze as well. It does seem to be guarding quite a bit of booze here. I don't know if this is gonna change anything as far as the journal or anything like that, but what if I try to put my weapon back on and swing it at the banners here? Try to take them down like in the Thief games when it doesn't work. Well, there's also the closet here, but I get the feeling that we're not going to be able to open that up without the spell of unhinging or lock splitter. Yeah, it's too complex even if we put on the master's lockpick, so I don't know, maybe there's something else that we can use for like security. Chaos's ring, that's it. If I equip this, will it change anything? I think it will. It will actually enable me to at least attempt to pick this thing. And it's been used up, so let me use another master's lockpick here. I do have 5 of them, it would appear. I mean, it doesn't really matter anyway, because I'm pretty sure that we established beforehand that even if we pick this, it's still not going to open without the key. It can't open without the keys, so I don't know. I mean, if we discover that and go to like report our stuff to the guy, does it actually change anything, or are we in the exact same wheelhouse that we had been for quite a while now, of not actually being able to have any incriminating evidence? I get the feeling that that's pretty much what. Or we still are, it's not anything different. Hey. I saw your weird office over in the other building. Oh, hey, you've been in my desk. My desk, you've been in there. That's an outrage. Stolen liquor. Oh, so I guess this is what we had to find out about instead. Alright, perhaps I have been hiding the alcohol. It was for their own good, and I had hoped that if the soldiers got fed up and revolted, I'd be able to justify going home to my superiors. Although, well, I mean, it seems kind of a shitty thing to do, but I guess we can possibly overlook this if we, if it means that the booze can go back into their hands. Thank you so much. Take this key. You'll find all of the misplaced liquor in the closet. The troops will be happy to have it again. I'm sure they'll be more than happy to talk to you. Just don't tell them what I did. So there we go. I guess we're gonna just roll with that. Grab all the booze, take it all within our possession with the key. I'll be taking that. We'll even take the freaking Sujama, we'll take the master, we'll take all of this, we'll take the skooma too, since apparently we got a bunch of skooma just to hold on to here. Certainly quite heavy stuff too, oh boy. And apparently we're now over encumbered, right? Yeah. Fuck. So the stuff will have to be left behind, it seems. Master is too expensive or too heavy. Musty and also well, brandy is fine, flint is fine, grief is also very heavy though. Skooma, however, is fine, which is kind of ironic. Sheen will probably be fine. I'll take this, I'll take this. But the grief and the flint are staying here, but I guess we... I don't know, do we actually give this away to the soldiers now? We might be able to get a hold of some booze, yeah. I mean, apparently we can give away more of this booze to the soldiers, but apparently all they do is just continue to tell me the things I already know, so I guess I'm gonna talk to the captain now. He's given me the key to his closet, which contains a great many bottles of cereal, brandy, flint, and mustard. Well, I suppose we ourselves are a bit of a self-censorship thing when we don't actually even mention in the journal when there's also quite a bit of a skooma in there. As long as nobody finds out about that, then it'll be perfectly fine, surely. So hey, guess what? We have looked into it. The shipment had merely been misplaced and this was all a big miscommunication. That's ridiculous, I expected better by then. Okay, so we're still covering for the other guy. Thank you for your help. Take these. There are diseases on this island that we have never encountered. I would hate to see you take ill. Now, though, there is more for business to discuss, so... that's actually resolved now. I've told you not all of my soldiers here are trustworthy. Many were sent to this fort in lieu of even hard stallions. Well, I fear that a criminal element has shown itself at Fort Frostmoth. There are weapons being smuggled out of here and sold in Vardenfell. How so? The store of weapons in the armory has been decreasing, and I know that there is no official reason for it. My only guess is that somebody is smuggling them off of a soul's time to be sold in Vardenfell. I want you to uncover the smuggling ring, and I will provide you with a bit of help. What help is that? I would like you to work with one of my soldiers on this case. There are two available to you, and they are two of the best here at Fort Frostmoth, Sanus Lucius and Gaia Artoria. You'll find Lucius in the general quarters and Artoria in the general quarters, upper level. Speak with them and decide which will be your companion. When you have unearthed the smuggling ring, report to me. I'll leave you how you deal with the smugglers to your discretion. Well, we know more about smuggling. It's a dangerous thing here at Fort Frostmoth, but I guess we got a new mission. So who are these people again? Sanus Lucius. Let me see, general quarters and Artoria and general quarters upper level. What about the other one? One of my most loyal and one of my most powerful. Never seen her bested in combat, and her skill with weapons is legendary here at the fort. Should we encounter any resistance with these smugglers, Artoria would be a valuable ally to have, right? So I guess we're gonna look at the upper level here first. Guard. Are you Gaia Artoria? Apparently you are.
I'm supposed to assist you with something?
Apparently. Wanna go crack some skulls? I mean, I'm not sure. So I don't know, maybe talk to you about something else. Maybe try to figure out what this is gonna be like compared to the other guy, but maybe not. That's me, that's what she says. I definitely that pretty much everything else is gonna be generic. He's a good guy, bright one too. Where's the other guy? Let's see if we can talk to him at least before we make the choice here.
Want something, friend? Captain Terry has mentioned.
Hey, this guy, yeah.
How may I assist?
The smuggling ring. Captain Carey has mentioned something about that. He would be glad to help. I'm admittedly not the most handy with my blade. I believe I can help guide you through this conundrum. We should probably make a save here. See if I can do this the alternative way later. Let's see. I don't know. Good choice, because it seems like if we go with the other one, it's gonna be more about brute force, and this guy's more about the big brain place. Okay, Antonio will have to perform the other task that Captain Carriers had for me today, but no matter. Alright, well, so what happens now? We talk about the smuggling stuff. Just we speak with some of the soldiers here at the fort. A motley bunch to be sure, but some of them are fur soldiers. I want to begin by speaking with Zeno Faustus. He's an interesting character. We'll find him in the armory, right? I suppose we better begin with that then.
Got my ear. What is it you want?
Well, apparently he's not that eager about this whole thing. Let's see. We heard about the weapons being smuggled. How we heard about the boss 3D title theme, which always makes itself known. If you're here with Lucius, I guess I can tell you what I've heard. Check out the Gandron Caverns a bit northeast of the fort. I heard a couple of the soldiers talk about the place. Mentioned the weapons were stashed there, right? Well, Gandron Caverns northeast of the fort. I guess we can look into that. Goodness. Also, yabba dabba doo. Well, where are we in the grand scheme of things? Northeast, okay, so we're kind of south middle there. Should we look for a set of caverns that's northeast of this place? I don't know exactly how far that's gonna be, but... Do you see Frozen Lake? No, but this is very much not Frozen Lake. Apparently it is also free of those slaughterfish, so at least there is that. Fuck. Interesting noises to hear at 10:30 at night. Oh, hey, these are the Gandron Caverns. This is gonna be quite a small place in the grand scheme of things, I guess. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna punch this rat. Should be able to hit it, I guess. Okay, I guess I will actually hit it with this. What is back here? Just a bunch of bones. Probably a lot more, but... Here's Stalrim. You don't have tools to do anything with this? Surely I do. I mean, I have a flaming sword. Couple of hidden chests back here. I guess I am in the caverns now. I also guess that the other guy that I was supposed to be investigating this with isn't actually following me anymore, but... Well, my unarmored skill is somehow increasing, even though I don't know how. Okay, that guy can just unlock me to death, and apparently we didn't actually save it all after we talked to that guy. That's a good sign. Or before we talk to that guy. Right. We'll continue on with this. I guess I better just repeat this whole thing. Talk about the weapons, find out about the caverns, and Go onward so we can leave this place and actually look into that. Alright, let's see. I still don't have the weapon equipped, but now we do. So what if I try to actually get the first strike in here with this guy? I'm still in pretty good shape, right? Here's the problem with this fucking guy. He just fucking stun lock me to death if he hits me with one of those things. I can't move right now, I'm not sure what's going on, but or it's like stuck there, right? Let's try that again. Better load quick save again, but what if I try to keep him from attacking me at all by switching to my other weapon, which is, well, let me kill the rats first. Which is the bipolar blade, which should be enough to... If I actually do the need to equip it, should be enough to basically convince this guy to not attack me at all. Even though apparently he will continue to block my strikes. No, there we go. He's dead now. Moose Horatius with his silver extra paralysis for 10 seconds. That's kind of OP. I guess I'll just leave it here. Away from his use. Imperial stuff. I guess we don't really need that all that badly. Okay, I wonder what else there could be down here. Could there be a whole smuggler's cove kind of network of caverns for just well, there's a Dwarven Warhammer. I guess that doesn't really count as a weapon from the fort, I would imagine. Unless the fort has been holding on to some very interesting stuff, indeed. Okay. Oh, what about down here? Oh boy. Something like... Well, we've got quite a few people apparently. Trying to have a party over here, and apparently more of them have the fucking paralysis access, so that's really shitty. Let me see, I'm gonna have to take the money again. Flame Bolt Ring. How does that do again? Fire damage to 1? Nah. Primer Jinx Sword. Nah. What about this? Life Ring. Restore health. Left pauldron and grief. Well, after looting all that stuff, hopefully in a fashion that I won't have to repeat. He's gonna put on the bipolar blade again, for all this is worth. I need to... Apparently they all have the fucking paralysis weapon, so I'm not sure, like, what I can even do there. Other than just fucking trying to... I don't know, maybe I can lure them one at a time or something like that. I'm gonna hit you with my spoon of paralysis, well, I have no doubt. Well, I can't even make it onto the fucking thing back up there again. that time. The fuck was that? That was apparently a Wii Fit song right there. I was gonna say I definitely don't remember that from any context. Ah shit, we got like 3 people chasing me right now. And already this guy got a hit on me with the paralysis weapon, so I think I'm dead. Yep. And let me see. So I'm gonna get seen by this guy down here. Cause that part seems inevitable. I get seen by that guy, but only one. No, they're apparently gonna see me both every single time, and they're gonna be able to hit me by just doing the hit registration before the animation is even over. That's that seems nice. Crap. Oh, now I'm dead. I know the entire thing hinges on me being able to get the first hit in, but you know. Better hit this guy first. See, this guy dies quickly enough, easily enough. I guess I can also use the silver axe. He also has fucking paralysis axe, but I mean, I guess what I could do is grab one of their axes and try to use it against them, but I don't know how well that would do, considering that we're not supposed to be attacking with these weapon types for the most part. Oh fuck, come on. How are my strikes completely missing there? Once again, that's what I'm asking. All that time it connected, but apparently that still wasn't enough to stop this guy from attacking. I don't know how that makes any sense, but okay. I'm stuck there, so can't even get up the thing. Apparently it's quite impossible for me to even get any hits in before those guys just miraculously are able to do the same to me. Alright, kill at least one of these guys there. Go ahead and save there. What does this guy even have? Silver sort of paralysis. I might actually have to switch to that briefly, but take that health potion. And I'm gonna use this for a second just so I can get an edge here. I just get paralyzed. I don't know if all of a sudden he is immune to that even though I keep hitting it with it. That's really shitty. Alright, let's switch back to the other thing. Let me switch actually to the other the thing that this guy had on him. This actually has charge right now. And of course he managed to get it off first, even though I pretty sure I hit him first. This seems nice. This seems sensible. Hold on, let me see if I can actually hit it with something else after I hit it with that first. There we go. I guess I only need to do that once, really. Did I even pick up the other sword for the... Yeah, there we go. So we're gonna leave this. I guess I'm gonna keep the silver sword of paralysis in my inventory in case I run into more of these idiots, so I can at least have a fair chance against them, but I'd rather just not have to. Do they all have paralysis weapons? What about this guy? He does have a paralysis weapon, but under systematic kind of. But then this guy managed to get hits off of me anyway. I guess I'm gonna have to paralyze him as well. Seems to be about the only thing that's sensible here. It seems like the only sensible thing to do here is to paralyze him first and then hit him with everything else, since apparently they can all paralyze me, so they'll have like really good health potions too. I mean, I'm not quite sure what I'm supposed to find all the way out here. It'll help me with this stuff. I guess I better use this now. I'll use it on my polar blade until it breaks, which will not take very long. Yeah. What else is there here? Is there anything that we forgot to explore? I guess this little passageway has some other things, but I mean, I've been in here. I pretty much cleared out the cavern of smugglers, it looks like, but evidently that doesn't seem to have changed anything in the journal. The journal. Oh, hey, never mind. Apparently that got updated at some point. All the smugglers have been defeated. I should report to Carius. I guess we're gonna do that. I'll actually end up cutting this a little bit shorter than usual. I'm feeling a little bit more tired than I usually would at this point right now. But let me see. I guess I didn't step all the way over here in this timeline, but there's also not really anything more to find in this particular look of the cavern. Apparently there's Stalrin, but apparently don't have the tools to do anything about that guy. Guess we're gonna see what's next on the task list once we actually go back to the fort captain guy. Kind of wondering if there's anybody else in the fort that'll help me with, like, I don't know, repairing the weapon. Oh, I can just spam jump here. There's like, I guess there would be somebody like that in the armory. Maybe the guy that told us about the cavern there. Journal has been updated. Oh, what is it now? I returned to Fort Frostmoth to report to Captain Carriage, but the fort has been attacked in my absence. Really, is that what this is supposed to signify? So what happened? The fort, the creatures, it's horrible. The captain, haven't seen him. Find Artoria, she might know what to do. Oh boy.
Yes?
I think we know where Artoria is. I'd wish with the Moon Sugar investigation. Over the past couple of months, several people across Solstheim have been poisoned with moon sugar. Someone has been slipping it into their food and wine. They experience temporary euphoria and then complete exhaustion. I've been charged with finding the culprit and bringing him to justice. Our cult priest Jeline was poisoned, so now it is officially an imperial matter. Right, so what do we do? If it were just the locals or the Empire... No, the Empire couldn't be bothered, but now one of our own has been affected. Last week our cult priest was stricken with moon sugar euphoria after drinking some wine. I didn't have the manpower to deal with this problem. My superiors are getting impatient. Once a culprit dead? You're not a member of the Imperial Legion, but I'd like to hire your help in the investigation. Right, sure. It's simple, really. I wanted to kill the man responsible for the moon sugar poisonings. Jeline, our cult priest, was the most recent victim, and he actually caught a glimpse of the culprit. It was a man wearing, oddly enough, a unique white Colovian fur helmet. Bring me this white helmet, I'll know the deed is done. Go speak with Jeline at the cult shrine here in Frostmoth before you depart. He may have some more information. Right, so... guess we're gonna do that. But also, what is up with the creatures and the captain? There's gonna be in some kind of expedition. What we have to go on to, but yeah, let me go ahead and fix my shit here. Fire, silver sword of paralysis, true flame as well. And the rest of this stuff too. Want my armor to actually be in working order. That would probably be a good thing. So Jeline is in the armory, right? He's the guy that was like not in the armory actually, he was in the cult building.
Do you have something to say, Cyrodiil?
Yeah. I have to ask you about the moon sugar thing. Already Marisa, what have you? Moon sugar investigation, there we go. I too was stricken with moon sugar euphoria. It was just last week after a cult service. Sat down to some wine and moments later realized something was wrong. I am a law-abiding man. I never have experienced anything so free in all my life. Oops, laughing to dancing, it was horrible. So, as I drifted off, I saw him, a strange man, old and frail, certainly no Nord, wearing a white Colovian fur helm. But even stranger was his silly song. Rather embarrassing, really. I mean, I was deeply affected by the moon sugar, and I'm not very sure I can trust my own recollections, but I heard singing. It was a very strange tune, more like a nursery rhyme. Something you'd sing to a child, maybe. I only caught a little of it. Something about a workshop in the snow. And lanterns all aglow. Something about candy and lots of he-he-he's and ha-ha-ho's. Absurd. Well, it could be anything, I do agree about that. Can't get enough of it up here, well. I don't really know how that's gonna help me with the investigation, but... something about candy and a workshop in the snow with lanterns all aglow. And apparently, well, let's go find Artoria, maybe. Then we'll be able to talk to the guards about more things. Should be right over here, right, I think.
If I can be of any assistance, speak freely, friend.
I will in just a moment, but first we need to talk to the person that we didn't side with that investigation there. Hey, those creatures took him during the battle. Someone has got to find the captain. There was an attack, some kind of wolf creatures. Don't know exactly how it all happened. They were outmanned, but the soldiers fought valiantly, especially the captain. When it was over, he was gone. Didn't see him go down, so I assumed that he was alive. My guess is that those savages from the North Village had something to do with this. Well, let's hear about this. My guess would have been werewolves. I've seen them before, but this was different. I've never known the things to travel in such large numbers, and there were a lot of these things. Also never heard of werewolves on this island. I've heard rumors that the Nords up north can control the beasts, though. Some say they can even turn into them. Whatever they are, I don't want to see them again. Well, What can you tell me about the werewolves? Well, I guess that you don't want to talk about them. And what about this village? There are a bunch of savages that live in the northeast tip of the island. The Skull, they call themselves. I'll mark their village on their map. Bunch of animal spirit worshipping freaks, wolves especially. What does that tell you? I'm sure they know what happened to the captain. They're not likely to trust you, so take this. They'll like it. Well, we will set off to find them, but I think I'll actually be calling it here pretty soon. Artoria, she may know what to do, well I guess she does now. We already found her and talked to her, but... I guess that's still not enough to get these guys to snap out of their little PTSD shock episode here. Sanus Lucius, the course is clear. He must travel to the north village and see what they know about the attack, boy. So, I guess some guy came out to me and talked to me without me initiating a conversation there. Go there and find out again about the captain's disappearance. It's on the northeastern tip of the island. Well, I'll be going there in time, but... I get the feeling that there's something else that I should look into first. Hold on. And I should probably leave some stuff behind here too, like God, I don't know. Some of this boost just I mean, just so I don't have it weighing me down in the inventory here. Guess I'm gonna come back over here and leave it on the ground. Athletics increased to 75. Well, we're not quite halfway to level 19, but it doesn't really matter, I guess. Let me check my stock of booze here. Cherry brandy, Flynn. I think I'm gonna leave this Jamas in here. So I am gonna want to take those with me eventually, but I'll take the skooma too, I think. Or leave the skooma, I mean. Sheen, I guess I'll leave that since that's gonna be like particularly heavy too, but I guess everything else I can actually hold on to for now. I'm kind of wondering, I mean, it does seem to me that at this point I need to head, you know, outside of the village and just, well, the village, the fort, and just kind of explore the wilderness a little bit more. Holy bush with holy berries. Oh, goodness. Oh, here comes a freaking naked guy that just immediately comes out and punch me and dies at once. But also has Sujama, I'll take that. He's got a bear helmet, bear boots, and other bear stuff, but I would rather not discuss that. I think one of the things that I would like to do next is like look at this, or look for this lake that apparently is a place we need to investigate in order for our knowledge of that person who disappeared. In order for that to be, I don't know, followed up on that investigation, but we'll have to do that in due time, I think. There we go. Lake Fielding to the north of the fort. If you go, make it to the Skull Village, we've made it too far, but hold on. Because apparently we need to make it all the way here to the Skull Village after all, but we also need to find this lake. Maybe it's this one here. I look around there for clues as to where this assistant went. But actually, I think I'll do what I said I might, and actually act on that. And that would pretty much be. I think I'm actually gonna end up calling it a little bit early here, so that I can not be subject to my own remarkably tired self. Ooh. There's that part of me definitely feels like has been taking over for quite a while now, so let's see.
A visitor. What may I do for you?
The fact that you're not carrying a white Colovian fur helm leads me to believe that moon sugar poisoner is still at large. Please hurry, oh boy. Alright, fine. So nothing over here. None of the people out here are actually gonna say anything useful to me right now, but I guess I'm gonna continue with my imminent survival save here. And also quick save, but I think we'll be leaving it here for now. I will find some satisfaction in the knowledge that I finally actually made it to my freaking, you know, Frosty Island expansion. But I guess I'll have to come back to it next week if I do manage to, you know, actually at least be present and be conscious for long enough that I can, in fact, follow up on that and what have you, whatnot, all these different things, etc, etc. But yes, I'll be coming back to that on next week, I think. Now that we've actually managed to finish up the plot of the Tribunal expansion. I'm hoping that, well, we're on to Bloodmoon, which is the other one, hoping that that won't be like a have a similar ending of big spike in difficulty that doesn't really match up with anything else. So it would kind of suck, but oh well. Not quite sure what to expect, I guess we'll see. Because pretty much all the other, well, all two of the other big plot lines that we had in the game beforehand did end up with like a big actual confrontation like that, but I guess we'll see. Not quite sure what the context for this one could possibly be just yet, but surely it'll make sense in time, but yes. Well, with any luck, I should be back tomorrow with a little bit less fatigue, but I should be back tomorrow with the last part of Diablo 1. And also quite probably the beginning of Diablo 2, if I manage to figure out exactly how I'm gonna play that, because there's a few specifics of that I've been trying to figure out by myself, but I'm gonna end up setting that up. Out of, I guess, a couple of options that I have, but oh well. I suppose that I'll have to just go with whatever the best option turns out to be for me at that point. Right, tomorrow, but until then, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and, well, I mean, until then would be just right now, so I'm just gonna go ahead and call it right now. 2. I feel like that's probably the better option with my current extremely tired state, which doesn't really account for anything, considering how I wasn't nearly this tired yesterday at this time, and it's not like anything changed that radically, but anyhow. Let me not tempt fate by continuing to try to operate in this state. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and call it, so yes, you'll take it easy. Thank you everybody for coming like always, thanks for chatting. Always great whenever people chat. And I will be seeing you later.